Crossover.
Oh, killer crossover.
Just crossover. It just crossed him over nastily.
Another victim to the crossovers. Cross him up and sit him down.
The crossover is powered by Everlow Concrete Repair in Omaha at everlowconcrete.com. Hi.
Hi, everybody. What's wrong?
No, I'm responding to something real quick here.
All right.
I have a thought in my head that I need to put down on my keyboard.
You're about to say paper.
It might go away. It might, you know.
I'm old, man. I'm forgetful. Boom.
They're fairy
Yep.
dust.
It's a whizzy. It's a woozy.
It's a whoozy. It's a whatsy.
Hey, does anybody
It
know
doesn't exist.
what the story is on the left arm of TJ Latif? He's got a very
arm.
so he's got like it looks like an arm sleeve on his left arm, but it's like a story. It's like I don't know if it's a Bible passage, but it is lengthy. Is down from the shoulder to the elbow.
Let's see. Let's check out the IG.
You're talking about
Oh, he's got tats. That's
tats. Not when you said sleeve, I thought you meant like
No, it looks like a sleeve, but it's not all one.
Yeah.
Oh,
So he's got.
It says Latif. I'm looking at it right now. It says Latif. Oh, I don't know what that part says.
Yeah.
But down the forearm, it says Latif.
Yeah.
Sounds
That
like
is-
he's looking good.
He's got some serious ink.
Nice.
he's got some. Well, he's got a nice leg tattoo too.
Does he?
Yeah,
He covers it up with his
he's got.
tights.
Yeah, it's a Los Angeles tattoo.
Maybe
It's
that should be
actually
Matt Rule's next video.
of him giving him a tattoo.
It's called a tattoo tour with TJ Latif.
Tattoo tour.
Do you think
They
that
used to do that with the WWE.
ruled it?
No, not Rule.
Oh.
Like they used to do.
He could though. He'd be great at it.
They did an episodic series of like Behind the Ink, and they like brought in wrestlers and they explained them why. And Roman Reigns was like, "I'm Samoan."
Oh,
That was his explanation.
so I know you guys are going to talk about this more today. Do you think all of the walk with the coach are one takers?
Yes.
You don't think like when he was walking, he like tripped?
Got to
No.
redo that for
Oh
social.
gosh, we got to go back.
Yes. No, I think he just one shot, you know.
Will
you get
we-
what you get.
Will we get a live one during camp?
No. How would we do that?
They would just alert people that hey, you want to be on X at 11:15. Everybody's on X.
Many
Next
people
thing you know,
will.
there's Rule live walking off the practice
If
field.
if they want to get the clicks, they would do that.
So
you're saying Nebraska football has now become a clickbait program.
Exactly. That's what Dan Lanning was talking about.
Nebraska is Oregon. I like where you're going.
No, Nebraska's Colorado.
I like to think that Matt Rule is a lot like what's the guy's name?
Mr. Beast.
No, from the boys, the bad guy. What's his name?
Tom Cruise.
Homelander. He's like Homelander, where he gets off the camera and he's like, "This crap sucks. I'm done with this. This is awful.
Hey.
It's terrible material."
I
And then-
wish when he put that out there, we would have just gone into the episode from Ted of just rattling off white trash names.
Trina, Sabrina, Brittany, Tiffany,
Yeah.
Maggie Lynn, Heather Lynn, Tammy Lynn.
Yeah.
What
Does it have a Lynn at the end?
What is Mr.
Oh, I
Beast up
got
to?
you, you mother.
What is Mr. Beast doing these days?
What isn't? Mr.
He's
Beast
giving
doing? He's got
water
his
to
own-
Africa.
Yeah, he's got
Whoa.
his own
He's raised-
candy, his own toys.
Yeah,
his
is
own
your-
game show.
Your son's in the Mr. Beast era?
Yeah.
Oh, that was a
Mr. Beast
exasperated. Yeah.
hashtag Team Water.
Yeah,
I
he's
don't.
giving water to
YouTube
Africa.
creators aim to raise $40 million for clean water.
I don't like him. Something about him feels not
You don't
right.
You don't like people who just
They-
are very philanthropic and give a lot of
No,
money
no,
to
no.
people
But here's
who
the
are in
thing:
need.
it's presentation. He
Yeah.
talks in TikTok language.
I think it's more like a hey,
true.
I'm
That's
rich,
so
dance
true.
for me, poor people.
So there, okay, it definitely is.
Okay.
That's what the channel is.
But it's not so inappropriate that I'm like,
well, it's
hey kid, we can't be
transactional.
watching this.
It's transactional.
yeah.
It's very transactional. Like, hey, you stay in this private jet for 100 days so I can release a YouTube video on it.
Yeah.
And at the end of it, you get a private jet.
It feels dirty, but not dirty enough to where I can't I have to ban it in my house. Like I don't have a
Well, that-
reason.
what-
what
you
would
were-
he have to do
what-
in order for Mr. Beast to get banned in your house?
Well, not be philanthropic.
Like
Because
he
here's the thing.
doesn't swear. There's no objectification going on. There's no violence.
Do you know what you're talking
Something
about?
feels not right about it all.
I can't quite put my
So
finger
you're just
on
waiting for the shoe to drop that next he gets arrested.
Named in a lawsuit.
Or he
Yeah,
does something in a video that's just a little too.
You guys are talking about Logan Paul before he became controversial.
Yeah.
That's exactly what you're
Okay.
what you're talking about.
Maybe that
Like,
he's maybe Mr. Beast is on the Logan Paul track.
Well, Logan Paul wasn't giving water to Africa. He was actually having his best friend, who was a tinier person, run around and break plates in the name of content.
Dave Aranda knows what that is.
Yes, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's
Logan
on the
Paul
wall.
was in Jackass.
No, he had a friend. It was
Why can't you say that name?
I'm just making.
I think it's one thing
Can
to say it once. I think it's another thing to say it 40 times in a
Well,
press conference.
Yeah.
I knew where he was coming from.
I do
though.
too.
It
he
was
didn't have to go there.
No,
He just chose a bad analogy.
it's a terrible
mean-
analogy. That happens to coaches. Sometimes you pick the wrong analogy, and it really goes haywire.
He
for
just
you.
it took too long to explain.
you know, Gary,
Hey.
you know.
What in the world of Matt McMaster would be an analogy that you would use the word midget or midgets?
Oh,
It just took too long to explain.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm a big
because
Peter
you know what?
Dinklage
What-
fan, so I feel like I might slip up every once in a while.
So
when
you
talking
could
about
tell it because we're all in public speaking that Aranda, they fired up the plane. It was starting to take off, and then
Yeah.
it did not even hit
Yeah.
cruising altitude, and he realized that they're in trouble.
He realized that he
And
didn't
then
know where
in-
he was going.
And then in real
He's like,
time,
I don't have a destination
in
here.
real time, you watched him try and figure out how to land the plane back at LaGuardia.
Yeah.
It was so good because the beginning of the end of that was where he goes, yeah, they were sitting there and they were like, well, how do we make sure that they're one of us? One of us.
He got there.
And he said one. He goes, one of us.
It was turbulent,
I'm like,
but-
oh no.
It was
Oh, no.
it was a turbulent flight, but he
Didn't he
did
say-
get there.
Didn't he say Ooga Aga, one of us?
Yeah,
Because that's the quote from the movie. It was crazy.
that's a wild.
That
thing.
was one of those things where I first saw it pop up on my timeline, and I'm like, I don't know if I really want to watch this. And then it just kept popping up, and everybody kept tweeting about it to the point where I was like, okay, now I have to.
Hold on, I'm reading Mr. Beast headlines. Mr. Beast is bullying streamers into donating to Team Water. Now,
Well, yeah, because he's kind of making fun of them.
So he's a
making-
bully?
Well, he's getting them to donate
I don't
millions
think
of
that's
dollars
good for your
give,
son to see that.
Yeah.
give water. Now, when he does podcasts, so when Mr. Beast does like these YouTube podcasts and whatnot, he definitely comes off way more standoffish, and like, I'm very rich, look at me, and kind of like, I don't know, not the great, like you could tell that how he's on the YouTube videos is very different. than how
here's
he is in
his
person.
latest idea. Quote. And so I was just randomly thinking the other day, I was like, imagine if we got LeBron and Michael Jordan to do one-on-one, but we like handicap LeBron in some way. They would never do it. But like, imagine if we could get that to happen. You know how bleeping crazy that would be? That's Mr. Beast.
That tracks. That sounds about right. Yeah.
What are you allowing your son to watch?
It's good. Okay, I watch him too.
He
I
wants
watch him too.
LeBron to be handicapped.
There's actually some really cool things that they've done where it's like, put as much. He goes to Best Buy and he has a circle, and you're like, you can, if you put whatever you want in the circle, and if it fits in the circle, you get it for free.
Yeah, my kid dragged me to Best
You know.
Buy while I was on vacation last week because he saw it on a YouTube video. He was like, I heard Best Buy's cool. Let's go to Best Buy.
Oh, okay.
It was not cool.
That sucks.
Best Buy is a sad place.
That's awful.
Whoa, I was at Best Buy yesterday.
It's a sad, empty place.
Well, there's not a lot of people there.
That's crazy. Dude.
He also did the Squid
Because-
Games video. That was cool.
Because it's empty or just has lost its character.
Both.
Okay.
Did Best Buy really have a character other than there's
Yeah,
just a lot
Best
of
Buy used to be
overpriced
really
things?
cool.
Geek Squad?
man.
Yeah, it used to be cool.
They didn't even have like a lot of video games anymore. Like I was like, oh,
No.
at least they'll have video game. No.
It's almost like they're still acting with COVID restrictions.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty.
I went
empty
there
in
to go and buy a wheel for video games.
Nick just bought a wheel.
That's
Are
why-
wheels the hot thing right now?
Yeah. 'cause
Okay.
Wait. You,
Like for
you
a
bought
car?
a steering wheel for a video game?
I was looking at. I haven't bought it yet.
Okay.
I was just looking at what the price.
What video game
That's
is
okay.
it?
The new NASCAR game is coming out.
And so you're gonna
Oh.
buy the steering wheel.
Yeah. 'cause
What
I-
about the pedals?
No, the pedals come with the steering wheel.
Okay.
So it's $270 to get the pedals and the steering wheel.
Awesome.
I played the current NASCAR game and I played on a controller, and I don't get the feel that I want to get.
Well, yeah, it's one thing. You just got to press A the whole time.
Well, you press R2, but sure, no one's really keeping track at home.
Thank you. Thank you. Did you ever play Guitar Hero?
Yeah, I did. I had a PS2 and I had old school Guitar Hero on my PS2, so I played that, and we had the drum set as well.
Yeah.
So
yeah, those were the days.
I still have a PS2, PS3, PS4, and PS5.
Whoa.
You don't use them all though.
I use a PS3.
Wow.
Because I still like to go back and play the NCAA.
What do you need to use a PS3 for if you have a PS5?
I like to play NCAA 13 and 14, like the old school.
Oh,
NCAA
not the
games.
current games.
Sometimes I currently play the current games, but I'll go back and be like, oh, I want a retro.
Wow.
Or I play Skyrim.
I don't think that's retro, but I get what you're saying.
You know Skyrim?
I do know about Skyrim.
So sometimes I'll go back on the PS3 and play Skyrim.
I know of Skyrim, I should
Great
say.
game.
I don't know anything that happens in Skyrim.
You ever play Skyrim, Gary?
No, all of these games you're talking about was in my transition phase.
From
working with young people that I played video games with them to not being around as many young people.
Gotcha. That's okay.
You strike me as a red guard guy. You'd be a red guard. Let me get you some heavy armor, two-handed weapons.
Yeah, I like my go-to is FIFA.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, that's like a good escape. Just, you know what? It's been a long staple.
Did you play Ultimate Team? Were you an Ultimate Team guy, or did you play just regular play now? Who was your team in FIFA?
What did I have?
You would play as a country, yes?
Argentina?
Yeah.
Oh, well,
No, because I would have Germany.
Oh, okay.
Brazil?
Not always.
Germany was my main one.
They have like the premier team.
They have, so you can do national, but you got all the leagues. as well.
Germany.
MLS?
MLS, yeah, you can play
was
MLS. You
Germany.
can play in the Turkish league. You can play in the India league. You can play in the Irish league. You can play in all different leagues.
You can play in the Bundesliga?
Bundesliga.
Bundesliga?
Bundesliga.
Bundesliga?
Bundesliga. Okay. You played as the German team. You could have just played as Bayern Munich because the German national team was just basically Bayern Munich.
I've heard them. They are good.
They are very
I
good.
do see them pop up in like the FIFA World Cup thing.
Can you be the Omaha Union Omaha?
Oh, yeah.
I
Does it
don't
get
know
that
if the
deep?
USL is in the game. I have no clue. I haven't played FIFA in quite some time.
I
I aced my.
don't.
Probably not.
Not yet.
I took a.
It might be.
We took a flags.
No,
quiz.
the USL, excuse me, is not currently in
Okay.
FIFA.
We took a flags, like a international flags quiz in 8th grade, where you had to assign each country with the flag, and I aced it because of FIFA. Because I had to know what countries were what country.
Hey, however you get there.
I needed to connect. I needed to know the difference between the Uruguay flag and the Argentina flag.
I just like watching ESPN and like, it's, how their baseball presentation looks. And now it's just a small version of that with children playing. And it's like, here's little Frankie Coulter. And he's 5'2" and 100 pounds.
And his favorite sandwich is turkey.
Yeah. This is just a wild time of year.
I'm watching the Nebraska all over Iowa right now. 5-0.
What? In what?
Little League.
Oh, whoa. What channel is that on?
What
ESPN Plus.
Is this Carney? Carney appears to be our best Little League team.
Mhm.
Wagon.
Is it Carney?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wagon.
And I'll never forget the heartbreak.
I don't know. I kind of want to watch little Frankie Coulter just dial it up here.
Well,
you never know when you're going to get a big out.
Threw a pitch into the dirt.
He looks like he looks like he's just going to try and spot you up, Not too much gas.
Hey, should we so Kyle Peterson is doing this game. Should we text him while he's on the air?
Yeah. Well, what do you think we should say?
Is that Kyle Peterson's brother?
Look at Patrick Fitzgerald, the Delaware manager. He's really hoping that they do not extend this in this
Frankie Coulter can't throw a strike.
He's too small.
Could
well,
you
he's
imagine?
working on short rest too.
You're umping this game and
you're on
"All right,
ESPN.
This is cool. We're on TV. Ball.
They've entered the 5th inning.
Oh, that was high.
awful.
That was high.
What, are you kidding me, Blue?
Hey, what if they had the K zone?
I like when the catchers set up 4 feet outside and then they hit the target and they're like, strike. Oh, there we go. He's getting in there.
They had a sign stealing incident over the weekend that
Whoa.
did not involve the Astros or the Red Sox.
It was in Little League?
Yeah.
I didn't see this. That's awesome, though.
Nobody. nobody forgets the day in 2014 when the Chicagoland area found out that the Jackie Robinson Little League World Series team was cheating.
I was all in on that team.
It was an incredible team, but then we found out that they were taking kids from places that they shouldn't be taking kids, and we had a whole moral discussion in class about it on whether or not they should be honored.
Guy that played for Louisville was on that team.
That's right. What was his name?
Right
yeah,
fielder, 51.
that's right.
Eddie King.
Did he get drafted by the Cubs?
Yeah.
There was a guy who got
Yeah.
He did get
So
drafted
he
by
was
the
on
Cubs.
that team.
Was he one of the ones who shouldn't be on the team? He was on the team.
Possible. He would have been really good.
Well, there's a reason why he wore 42.
we-
He wasn't 51 as their leadoff guy. 42.
We literally
liner.
in school
getting drilled.
we laid out a massive piece of paper, like a massive hallway size piece of paper, and each kid had to go up to the piece of paper and write down whether or not the Jackie Robinson Little League World Series team should still have their trophy. And
What'd you say?
I said they should still have it because they all came together as a team and they won.
Of course.
So it's just like it doesn't really matter that the parents did some.
You were about their age. These were your guys.
It's literally their age. They're
Oh,
12 years
wow.
old. This was 2014.
You
This
could have been
was-
on that team.
Hell no. That's terrible. at baseball. Terrible.
Oh God! He
Oh.
just threw it into the
Well,
stand.
he almost drilled the
Oh.
first base coach in the head.
Frankie Coulter's in trouble. Frankie Coulter's in 8 years is going to be playing JUCO ball
I
or
was
something
about
like
to say,
that,
He'll be at
And-
Concordia, Wisconsin.
and they'll call him Frank.
Frank Coulter.
Yeah, and they'll play back this
You-
highlight
you-
from this game when he got rocked
You
by
know
Delaware.
that every D3 announcer is going to be waiting to be like, Frankie Coulter actually was on the Pennsylvania Little League World Series.
It
team
always
back in-"
is a great nugget.
It is.
I got to admit, when the Little League World Series guys show
Like,
up in the
whoa.
College World Series,
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, that's awesome. That's
This
good.
actually isn't the first time that Frankie Coulter's been in Pittsburgh before. He was here about 9 years ago when he was on the
Yeah.
Little League World Series team.
Struck him out.
Now
Good
he's here
pitch.
at Presbyterian College.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Frankie's got a nice
Oh,
little breaker.
He got some help from Carl behind the home plate.
They don't have a gun on him though.
This is an incredible split.
He might be throwing about 46.
This is an incredible split screen for me right now because I have the Little League World Series, and then you have Penn State versus Ohio State in Week 8 of last season.
Yeah.
Look at Tyler Warren. He's going to kill it for the Colts this year.
Look at James Franklin doing all sorts of different things on offense to be able to get 3 yards. Oh, let's put 4 different guys in at quarterback. Great idea, James.
Is
Good
it, I think
Well, they
today,
literally just lined up the offensive line on the left side of
That's
the
what I'm saying,
field.
man. That guy is absurd. Maybe at a certain point, you just play football, James. Okay.
is
Why are
it
you
that- I think
mad?
the-
You're mad at
I
everybody.
am mad at James Franklin for that. They have a really good quarterback and 2 great running backs,
Mhm.
and they're just like, let's do the most absurd stuff that you could possibly imagine.
You know they made it to the Final Four.
I know, and I'm saying that they're not going to win the national championship this year because James Franklin.
Doing
they're
too
putting
much.
Yes.
they're putting their entire hopes on transfers from Syracuse and Troy.
Like, I'm
So I
just saying,
think that's a better argument.
You're
than
you're
James
better
Franklin.
than 90% of the teams in the country just off
Yeah,
talent.
but you
Like,
know that they're playing Ohio State
In
right
this
now,
game,
which
but
is
they-
the
but
one.
they did it
team
in
that
every
they're
game.
Not,
they did
Well,
it
yeah,
in every
and it
game
worked for them.
Yeah.
They went 11-1.
because they were better, not because of James Franklin's crazy offense.
Okay, nobody's giving him any credit though. I mean, nobody's being like, "Oh, he's this super mega star offensive genius."
I said we all love it when they line up random dudes and do crazy
Look,
sideways
you should-
passes
look,
and
you
stuff
should-
like that.
you
But
have more of
maybe you should just run the ball. Okay.
You have more of an argument when they get into the red zone in this game because they get down to like the 5-yard line and they can't punch it.
Mhm.
They looked as good as Nebraska when they were within.
They
the
did
5-yard
lose to
line.
the national champion here in this game.
I know that's what I'm saying.
I know.
I'm
Couldn't
saying
you
it to
beat
him. I'm
Michigan?
on.
This
pro-
is
I'm
a
Team
season
Franklin.
long. This is a season long issue or a years long issue. For
You got really fired up there out of nowhere.
I just what are you doing?
So they're on
winning
they're on the
football
bus
games.
tour today. They're in Penn State.
Oh, they're gonna love
that's
him.
why.
They're gonna love him. They're gonna love him.
They've gone
Do
to
they
the
have a-
middle of the 5th. Nebraska up on Iowa 5-0.
Where's the
That's-
Iowa team from?
Eldridge.
It's North Scott Eldridge. North Scott is the high school.
Yeah. That's what their jerseys say.
Out to east.
Eldridge, Iowa. Let's go find them.
So is this like the qualifications could get into
Yes,
the?
this
Yeah.
is like
Yes.
the regional. Oh, just north side of Davenport.
You guys know how to get
Eldridge
to
North Scott
Davenport?
used to be a really when I was in high school used to be a really good basketball school.
Cool.
Oh, Frankie's going to get out of this inning.
No, he's
No!
not. No, he's not. His infield sucks.
God, his first baseman can't catch.
If
No.
What? Jack?
Brett Cianci is
Nebraska
really
needs 2 wins to get to the Midwest Regional Championship.
All right. All right.
Who would they play?
They would play the winner of tomorrow's game between North and South Dakota.
Ooh. Why
Bring
did
it.
why did Nebraska Iowa get banished to ESPN Plus?
This is a loser's bracket
Oh,
game.
okay.
East Coast bias.
Yeah.
Pennsylvania, Delaware.
Mid-Atlantic region.
Shocker, Penn State is
All
going
right,
to have
here
really
comes-
good tight ends this year.
Here comes little Tucker Lloyd. He's 4'11" and 90 pounds.
What's his favorite video game?
Didn't say.
But his favorite player is Randy Johnson.
That's cool.
How does he know?
So Randy Johnson's probably been out of baseball.
He just likes him because he's the guy that blew the bird up.
Yeah.
Definitely. He saw it on YouTube.
Not really sure much about him, but man, he blew that bird up. Great pitcher.
That was awesome.
And
That was
probably
really
knows
cool.
him from that one TikTok when his daughter asked Randy Johnson if he wished he was athletic.
Oh,
Did you guys? You
I'm not familiar with
That's
that.
a trend with
I have seen this, yes.
dads that are athletes, former athletes. Like Joe Girardi's daughter did one the other day, and he was royally confused.
Yeah, like never wish you were athletic. And you're like, and Randy Johnson was good because he was like, yeah, I mean, I did what I could with what I had.
There was one guy who was a
Hall of
former
Fame pitcher.
He was former running back in the NFL, and he was like, he was looking at his daughter. He goes, "I ran a 4.3." He's like, I have a 40-inch vertical.
It's called
right now."
gaslighting. It's what we do to you every day.
No, but I know you're doing it. I
Okay,
just
good.
know that it makes for entertainment, and I like being mad. I enjoy yelling and,
Probably
and
smack
being
the phone
upset.
right out of my kid's hands. What my athleticism paid for that phone? Shut up.
This is a good text from Dave.
Hi, Dave.
Connor, did you scream at your TV when you saw the Chiefs do that ring around the rosy huddle? I hate this crap. Yes. Stop doing this.
But they win. You are complaining about two.
They don't
teams
win
that
because they
win
do
a
ring
lot of-
around the rosy huddle.
You know, it did score a touchdown. So maybe when you score
It did
points off
score a
a ring
touchdown.
around the
Who's
it
to
scored a
say
touchdown.
that they wouldn't have scored if they would have done
hey,
normal
Connor
huddle?
Happer, what is the point of football? What is the goal of football? To score touchdowns.
Yeah.
That play scored a touchdown.
Not necessarily because
Yes, it
they did
What do you
ring
mean
around the
necessar-
rosy
not
huddle.
necessarily. They did ring around the rosy, and then they ended up scoring a touchdown.
Maybe the Chiefs are just better than other teams.
Okay, maybe you should stop. Like, you should get upset if teams who are bad at football do that, and then they lose.
Oh, like if the Browns did that and then threw a pick?
Yeah, that would be a total. Your argument is totally valid. But you're making an argument about the team that was in the Final Four of
it's
college football
exactly
last
the
year.
opposite. I'm saying that worse teams should do ring around the rosy huddles. I'm saying that the good teams shouldn't be doing crap like that because they don't need to.
But isn't it great when you do something you don't need to do and people don't expect it, and then you end up scoring a touchdown because of it?
You don't end up scoring a touchdown because
Did
of
they
it.
not
You
score a
just-
touchdown? Did
you
they not score a
just
touchdown?
score a touchdown.
Did they not score a touchdown?
You just score a touchdown.
Did they not score a touchdown when they did it? Yes, they did.
They did. They did.
They actually, in that same game, actually scored a couple other touchdowns.
On normal huddles?
They did run another trick play.
Okay. Your team that was in the NFC Championship game last year, the Detroit Lions.
How's that my team?
Or sorry, the NFC Divisional
Yeah.
game.
Yeah.
They ran trick plays. They had
And they got blown out.
they ran a trick play where their quarterback faked falling over and then threw a touchdown on that play.
What was the final score of that game? Like 45-20
Well,
or something?
that wasn't because
They
they,
got
were
wrecked.
running trick plays. It was because Jared Goff decided to be terrible at football.
I wonder why. Maybe because he was trying to do too much.
Or maybe
play quarterback.
Maybe it was just that he was underthrowing guys all game.
Maybe.
They're not going to be that good this year.
I agree. Bad vibes team. I've said this before.
I don't think they're going to. I think Washington will be better, but have a worse record this year.
Okay. Interesting. Should we write all these things down?
Because they won some games that maybe they shouldn't have won, but I do think that they are going to be.
Oh, you're just talking about the Bears game.
Which team are you
No,
moronically?
but they had to play an injured.
You never know where Tyreek Stevenson is going to
they
show up.
played. They played. Okay. First off,
Where is that guy?
first off, we
How
gotta-
about if like the random, like the guy that caught the pass is not like Terry McLaurin. It's Noah Brown.
who also was an Ohio State wide receiver, by the way, which a lot of
That's
people,
right.
when people name the Ohio State wide receivers, we always forget Noah Brown.
Well, they all turned out to be bangers. Hey, no, this
Except
kid
for
at the
Noah.
plate who special skill is drawing, just doubled to the gap.
Drawing in between the lines.
I
What?
just said his special skill is drawing.
Oh, that kid's dead at second base. This is not good.
He's-
Whoa.
Hey,
Look at the mom. She's
Oh.
concerned. Look, He's writhing in
Yeah,
pain.
because he slipped going around second.
Is he okay?
So they actually would draw an outline of him on the field now. Look at it.
We
Look
should
at all
bring
the
the guy
medical
who
staff.
scored back out of the field and have him draw.
Yeah, he's drawing.
What happened to this
But
kid?
you have to show mom when your kid is 12 and he's laying on
No,
the field.
it's the emotion, Gary.
It's the human element.
Yeah,
Oh.
come on now.
Like mom's going to be on the field here shortly.
Oh, guaranteed. And I would love to see Becky Ann out there.
They got trainers for these guys?
Oh yeah. They
You're like, we didn't even have trainers in JUCO.
Yeah, if your little league team
No, we
has a
certainly did
trainer,
not.
you
Do you think these kids are still eating those Gatorade Chewies before the games, thinking that it gives them a lot of energy before they go
absolutely.
Oh, college kids love those. They're like, I want the gel.
Yeah.
They love the gels. They're like, I want 4 gels.
Ooh, now this actually does not look good.
He's getting his look at his.
Oh, why is his leg like that? I don't think his leg should
Because
be
he's
bent.
not well.
Yeah, I don't think his leg should be
It looked like
bent.
he slipped going around the bag.
Go to break.
And we're going to take a
What's-
break here from
what's
T-Mobile Park in the heart of Pennsylvania.
Text KP. What's
Delaware leads 2-1 here on ESPN Plus.
He's fine.
He's not crying. That's good.
He's 12. He'll regenerate.
Do you think
know?
do you think he's like sitting there on the ground like, I can't cry. I
Oh,
can't
there's
cry.
Mom.
I'm on TV. I can't cry.
Oh, you have to.
Oh, and now he's running into the
Look at
outfield.
that. It is crazy. That is totally right, though. That he's 12, he'll just regenerate.
Yeah.
Like I used to
Yeah.
take.
You can't get hurt at
Dude,
age
dude,
12.
I used to take like pucks to the ankle and like be like totally fine. Like if I took a puck to the ankle right now, I don't think I could walk for days.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It'd be a big problem.
Yo, yeah.
It is like these kids. There's like a lot of mannerisms they pick up from watching Major League games.
100%. They just
Like what
watch
he just
everything on
did to
TV.
run that injury off. Like he ran into center field and back, and then like the look he gave to the trainer. I'm like, you watched a lot of baseball,
He's pro.
son.
He's a pro.
That was very Scarlett Castro of him.
He's a pro. He's like, I'm good.
Well, now they're on top.
Doesn't even have a limp.
They're bouncing back. Old Frankie Coulter will be able to come out for inning 2.
All right.
How many innings are they thinking of trying to get out of Frankie today?
Well,
I
it's
mean-
how many pitches?
Yeah.
Oh, 9 innings?
Hey, it's big dog.
What is it 75 pitches?
Gabe Makachevsky?
That's maybe 60.
Yeah.
Yeah, something between 60 and 75.
This kid's got an ankle guard on. I love
He's also
this.
got the elbow
He's
pad.
got 40 sleeves.
Look at he's got four different
you-
shirts on. Oh, there's his chain with
Hey.
his number on it too.
Hell yeah.
You
You
haven't
knew that was
you
there.
He's
haven't-
holding up the umpire like Jeter. You know?
You haven't
Like,
been to the
oh,
very
I've seen-
intense youth baseball
that's a
because they all have the waffle,
Oh,
the
yeah.
sliding mitt in their back pocket.
I love the oven mitt for the record.
Did you see the oven mitts that they were selling at the Omaha Baseball Village?
Oh, dude, those guys got to make a
They
killing.
were oh my god, candy cane,
I wanted to-
ice cream.
I wanted to buy
and-
an oven mitt. I don't even play baseball.
I almost asked for an oven mitt.
You got a glove instead.
I know. It's awesome. It's all broken in now. I put the ball in there. I slept on it for a couple of days.
This guy, I love this guy at the plate right now. He's got all this. Oh yeah, unscrew it and then rescrew it.
My girlfriend.
At that age,
Well,
You
this
didn't have a
guy's-
girlfriend at 12?
This
Hell
guy's
no.
BMOC. He's big man on campus.
oh,
name's
watch him
Big
strike
Dog.
out right here. Oh, good take. Big league take.
I can't tell which team is the blue team and which team is the red team.
They're both the blue
Yeah,
team.
they
because
really-
they both have blue and red jerseys.
Nobody's wearing their road uniforms today.
I don't know which team's
they're both-
Pennsylvania and which team's
Hey,
Delaware
Pennsylvania's hitting.
as we illegally disseminate.
Oh yeah, that's down.
Oh, what a catch.
That is a web jam.
Hell yeah.
There
He was
Maybe
flying
they'll
by-
show that
oh,
on
look at that hair.
on
Holy
Sports Center
Lord.
on Snapchat tonight with that one girl.
Yeah.
Katie
Yes.
Feeney. What do you mean?
Oh, people hate her.
People
What do you mean,
hate
Katie
her.
Feeney's? I've been a Katie Feeney fan for a long
I
time.
bet you
She's
have.
got 14 million followers across her
Well,
platform.
Katie.
I heard.
She's a Penn Stater.
Schefter
So-
told me.
So Katie Feeney used to be like a day in the life type deal, and she just happened to be like a sport broadcasting major, right? And that was just something that she enjoyed doing. And then she got invited to a Washington Commanders game, and she became like the Commanders social media gal, and was like, "Oh, day in the life of me at the Washington Commanders game." And then she kept doing that, and then she did it for Penn State, and now she's working with ESPN.
Nice job, Katie.
That
And-
was that role though that she's taken over. Gary Streisky used to have that role running the ESPN Snapchat, and now Gary Streisky is one of the early morning editions of SportsCenter.
Anytime ESPN says, "Attention, everyone, we're doing a social media thing," people go, "Ah, why would you do that?"
Mhm.
Well, it's because Omar.
Remember the company I used to love? Remember Chris Berman?
He's still there with Booger McFarland on ESPN Plus on
probably-
NFL Primetime every
probably
Monday after the games.
Probably shouldn't
Berman
be.
introduces the inductees in camp.
There you go.
That's his thing.
Hey Berman, we're giving your duties to Katie Feny, but you get to go to Cannon this year. Congrats, my man.
He's a sweater. I played in a pro-am with him.
Oh,
He
lives
seems
in
like a
Southwest
sweaty guy.
Florida. He's a sweater. He sweats a lot.
Isn't Dave Baker a sweater too?
poll question.
We got a lot of
Baker's
them
been
out there.
canceled.
Did he? He got canceled?
What did he do?
Yeah. He would. So Dave Baker was the guy the big
Yeah, the
fella
Hall of Fame guy.
Yeah.
that would knock on the door.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank
Yeah.
you for what you've done for the game. Thank
Yeah.
you for what you're
What's
doing
it-
for the
what's it-
game.
The big guy?
Yeah, the big guy
giant
got
guy?
canceled.
What did he do?
What,
Oh no.
what happened?
Just Google.
Oh no.
Okay.
I like
Yeah, it's
Dave.
been a couple of years.
Guess
I was a
we'll-
fan of. Well, I was wondering why he doesn't do it anymore.
Yeah.
I thought it was
he's
just because he got
nowhere.
old.
He's not associated with the Hall of Fame anymore.
Really? He used to
Yeah.
be like the face of the Hall.
Oh yeah,
He retired.
I think he was forced into retirement.
Okay.
He'd go, Gary. I want to thank you everything that you've done for the game.
Oh,
Everything that you're doing for the game.
Those were great, and now they've changed it.
Yeah, now it's Michael Jordan knocking on the door of DeMarcus Ware or something.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Michael B. Jordan or Michael Jordan?
No, Michael Jordan and DeMarcus Ware are very good friends. They golf together.
Like Jumpman?
Yeah.
Michael Jordan?
Michael, do you know that Michael Jordan plays the most golf?
Well, yeah, but
in the world.
Why is he knocking on NFL players' doors going to the Hall
Well,
of
him
Fame?
and DeMarcus Ware are friends.
Mike in Columbus, Ohio writes in.
I think he
Hi,
was
Mike.
knocking on.
You guys ought to be ashamed of yourselves roasting our youth. LOL. These kids have feelings. Drawing. He wants to be an architect one day. You should root these kids on. Come on, guys.
That kid isn't listening!
All right, Josh. Okay. I think Mike was just maybe trying to poke.
Now, if you're trying to make an Art Vandelay joke, good joke. I think I want to be a city planner.
All right.
This looks like
That's good.
3 runs is not going to win this game today.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think they win any of the games unless that one. Who's that woman the girl who was pitching? What's her name? All those years ago, she was a
Monet.
national.
Monet Davis.
Yes, unless it's her, you ain't scoring a lot of runs.
Danny Almonte. Get him back.
Or unless
How
it's
many-
her, you are
Hey,
scoring a lot of
Should
runs.
we have
She was awesome.
dudes naming
Naming
little league
Little
names?
Leaguers?
That's all I got. Danny Almonte.
Cody
Cody Bellinger,
Sean Burrows,
Nice.
Big Al,
Chris Drury,
Dingers.
Rick Baker,
Eddie King.
Joe Thomas.
Nick Prado.
Oh, that's right. Good one
There
there.
we go.
Did Julius Peppers play in the Little League World Series?
Whoa.
Julius
I don't know.
Peppers.
It seems like he's always doing something.
I don't think so.
Okay. Just throwing a name out there. It just seems like every factoid is like, oh, Julius Peppers did that too.
I used to know that.
Seriously.
I used to know that Taiwan roster pretty good, but
Oh, I'll never forget when Chicago played Japan. It was we were at a bar. It was intense.
would you put
Oh, I bet that went well for
But that was the friendly confines
Yeah.
that day, huh?
saying things about things.
We were on Joe's Pizza on Higgins, and it was
Oh,
like,
I bet.
it's a bloodbath.
I'd put that on a bucket list to go to Williamsport, see the Little League World Series.
Yeah,
I
I'd
thought
like
you
to
were
go.
about to say I put that in a bucket list to go and Joe's on Higgins and watch a Little League World Series
I'm
game.
sure it's great.
like to go.
Probably not to watch the Little League World Series.
It's where we had our fantasy.
I'd go to
football drafts.
Williamsport, slide down the hill.
Yeah, I'd do that.
This
Wow,
Carney
they just-
pitcher's
they
at
just got out of the
83
inning.
pitches.
All right. See you guys later.
See you, boss.
That's Crossover, powered by Everlevel Concrete Repair in Omaha at everlevelconcrete.com. It's Tuesday. We'll start things off next.
That's the Crossover. The Connor Happer Show is next on 1620 The Zone.
Warming up on Tuesday, expect partly sunny and muggy conditions, a little breezy at times as well, with southeast wind gusting up to 20 miles per hour, highs in the mid-80s. Then a chance for storms late tonight into Wednesday morning. A few storms could be strong. I'm meteorologist Sean Everson from KETV Newswatch 7.
You're always better with the roof from JR.
We've all seen them. As soon as the big storm comes through, the storm-chasing roofers show up. Don't be a victim twice. Call locally owned, veteran-owned JR Roofing. No one protects your home and you like JR.
JR's there for you. You're always better with the roof from JR.
In fact, JR Roofing can let you know if you even need to be worried about storm damage. Online, visit jrhailcheck.com. Plug in your address and we'll pull a storm report. If there's nothing on the report, we'll give you hassle-free peace of mind. And if it looks like you got hit, we can come out and do a free inspection and help with any insurance claim. We'll never try to sell you a roof you don't need. But if you do need a new roof,
you're always better with the roof from JR.
Go to jrhailcheck.com.
It's the Connor Happer Show. Are we sure we want to do this?
Could you, make an announcement that we're ready?
It's the Connor Happer Show on 1620, The Zone.
All right, welcome in. Happy Tuesday. It's the Connor Happer Show. You're on 1620 The Zone and on 1620thezone.com. Connor Happer, Josh Hodson with you. Hello, everybody. On a Tuesday. Feeling good? Feeling great? Feeling horrible? I don't care.
Oh.
I don't care how you're feeling because we're locking in for 4 consecutive hours. Whatever they do in the afternoon show, they're probably just going to get mad at each other again today.
Wow. What a crossover yesterday. At first I was like, oh, he's doing that fun thing where he yells at him for being a young person. And it's like, oh, no, that's not what's happening here. They're fighting.
That was awesome. About a nonsensical issue. So maybe we could recreate some of that magic this afternoon. Stay tuned for that. Today, we'll be joined by Alan Bell at 11:30. We'll see if he's got any edges on the Little League World Series. I slowly feel people gravitating toward my side on this is the worst. This is the worst time of the year. You know, it's like, July and June, it's the offseason. We're so far away from college football. We just have to get to August. No. Once we get to August, that's when it gets hard. That's when it gets bad. There ain't nothing going on right now, Josh.
But there are people in shorts and helmets.
They're moving.
Making you think that something's happening.
That's right. But nothing is actually happening. Mm-hmm. Or it's just constant takes of people like me going on the radio saying, yeah, we'll see what happens when the first game rolls around. We'll see what happens when the games start up. Stuff like that. So AB will join today. It's the lineup powered by the referees at John Higgins Weather Guard. We want to hear from you all. 402-951-1620 on the Prairie Flower Casino Zone hotline. Call or text that number. Tweet at Happer Show at Connor Happer on the JTech Construction Zone Twitter feed. Email Connor, Josh Yo at 1620thezone.com on the Equitable Bank Zone inbox. And we say good morning to the YouTube streamers today. Like Kenneth says on YouTube, you guys can, dudes can just sit around naming Little League World Series alum for hours. I actually think we just about ran out.
I was saying fake names.
Yeah, but we believed you. And honestly, they could have been real.
Yeah,
names,
you didn't know.
But nobody knows. Also today, MLB reaction, overreaction. We'll see who won the deadline, who lost the deadline. If the Rockies can catch the White Sox of last year.
I don't think they want to.
I don't think they want to either, but can they do it? And we'll ask if the Royals are the worst base running team ever.
Oh.
I don't have any hard evidence to back this up, but I'm going to say yes.
Okay.
That's a little preview for a little bit later on in the show.
What's that stat? Blubber?
Oh, two Blands?
Yeah.
I mean, they don't actually keep that.
Thank you for knowing what I was talking about.
I got you. They do that a lot. They do that. A lot. Yes. Yesterday they were putting a rally together against the Red Sox, and then just, Vance Wilson, third base coach, is like, why don't you stay at third? And runner was like, no, thank you. I think I'll try to score. Got hosed at the plate. It happens. Dude's getting picked off all over the place. So elsewhere today on the show, I did some updating of my spreadsheets last night.
'Tis the season.
It is. And by the way, we're probably about a week or so out from the Chunkies here. So get ready for that. I was thinking about that last night as well. So I want to talk about one-score games. I want to talk about turnovers. We don't talk much about turnovers this offseason. Remember, all offseason is like, hey, if they can just keep the turnovers down.
Just got to flip the turnover number.
Well, they did a halfway decent job on turnovers last year. So now let's set some expectations for this year. Some Dylan Raiola chat. I want to get Josh's opinion on a couple different things. Number one, what do we think about Fred Hoiberg's take on Jurassic Park?
I am stoked to find out what we're talking about.
All right. And also the idea that I had while you were gone last week, my next usage of the wheel.
Okay. Love the wheel. People still clamor for the wheel.
I'll tell you about it right now. My next idea for the wheel is it's called the reasonable expectations wheel, where we spin it around and there's a bunch of Huskers on the wheel. Whoever it lands on, we give reasonable expectations for that person.
Oh, hello.
You like it?
I do.
All right. Get to work. Start making those face cards.
All right.
And putting them on the wheel.
Can do.
And also the debate going on last night on social media was, what's the worst song of all time?
Oh, okay.
Fascinating discussion.
Yes. Lot of candidates.
Yeah, there are some really bad songs out there. There are some really, really bad songs out there. That's for sure. So that's the setup for today. We're glad you're with us. We have plenty to discuss, and thank you for keeping us company today. John, by the way, texts into the show.
Hi, John.
About base running. Have you forgotten about Nebraska's base running from last spring? I actually kind of did. Thank you for reminding me. They weren't very good at that.
They won the Big Ten tournament, though.
I would argue that the Royals are worse. But once again, we'll bring that up when we get to MLB reaction, overreaction. Thanks for being with us on a Tuesday. Back after this on 1620 The Zone. Did you see Shedeur Sanders is the fourth string quarterback of the Cleveland Browns?
I heard about this like 2 hours ago on a nationally syndicated morning show.
And your thoughts?
It was the Dan Patrick Show.
Were you surprised?
Kind of.
Maybe we need to talk about how Adam Schefter is just clickbait now. Maybe that's the topic here. So yesterday, I mean, like if you just go through Schefter's tweets, Adam Schefter, a trusted NFL newsbreaker, insider. ESPN has turned him into like their primary social media content distributor.
Sure. Because everybody needs that Adam Schefter.
Well, they know
alert,
that
right?
they know that he has the reach, right? Like people
11.5 million followers on Twitter.
That's a lot of people that he's reaching. And so yesterday he just, without context, here's the Browns' first depth chart of the season. Here's their order 1 through 4. No other team gets this treatment. Maybe if there's a quarterback battle, you'll say who 1 and 2 is. Like if you're the Colts, you do Daniel Jones or Anthony Richardson. The Browns' first depth chart of the season, they list their quarterbacks in this order. Number 1, Joe Flacco. Number 2, Kenny Pickett. Number 3, Dylan Gabriel. And number 4, Shedeur Sanders. And people are like, yes, narratives, retweet that. He's just coming back from practice after experiencing shoulder soreness.
Yeah, that's what they were talking about on Dan Patrick this morning was, hey, Joe Flacco's the only healthy quarterback that the Browns have right now. So that'd be the guy they would like to cut, but they kind of can't right now.
Schefter also tweeted yesterday the viral video clip of Mike McDaniel saying that we're one day closer to death.
That's right. I mean, we all are. It's a fact.
Yeah, but that went viral. People love when people say that. He also tweeted the announcement of the hiring of TikTok girl.
Well, sure. Let me get under my wing. I'll get you some followers.
ESPN has signed Katie Feny, a sports and lifestyle content creator with more than 14 million social media followers, to create content across ESPN's social and digital channels. And people see this and they're like, I'm awakened. I need to say something about this. I cannot not comment on this.
I don't get it.
People love commenting on stuff like this. It's getting clicks every time. Watch up.
Wonder why they'd be mad about her getting a job instead of
what about Mr. Herbstreit? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Are you what about isming the young people?
I'm just asking
hired?
what the difference is between what's the pretty blonde's name
Katie?
And the Nepo baby that On3 hired.
Well, he did a lot of hard work.
Did he?
To get to where he got.
He had to swim through the.
He was tweeting for his dad for a year.
That's right. People forget. Kirk ain't doing those tweets.
Count all of Kirk's social media followers.
Yeah.
I don't know why people feel. I don't know why this awakens something inside people. Like ESPN, of course, is very different than what it used to be, and you could question their direction and where they're going. But the truth of the matter is, on the topic of hiring a TikTok girl to do TikToks, you're never gonna see her.
Yeah,
she's gonna do. So what did they say in the post? They are in the release. They were like, she is going to host like Sports Center on Snapchat or something like
you're not
that.
Gonna see her.
You're not watching Sports Center on Snapchat. You want to watch Sports Center or sports.
They tried that with Katie Nolan and it didn't work.
You watch television because we have a pretty good understanding of what that audience sort of wants. And no, they don't want the TikTok girl to show up on their TV talking about sports. There's probably an issue in there, but whatever. I don't know if she knows her stuff or not, but people are like, oh my God, I can't believe how far ESPN has fallen as a company. No, they're just trying to do stuff on Snapchat.
People are on Snapchat. People are on TikTok.
There are children on Snapchat.
They're going to where the people are.
I believe that we will survive this time. I believe that we will make it. I think we are going. A lot of
faith in humanity you have.
I think we are going to be okay. But I am watching you, Schefter. Mr. Clickbait Schefter.
I mean,
I'm watching that guy.
He covered the Pope.
He's looking a little bit more like Dove Kleiman every day. I'm watching you, Shefty. I'm watching.
I see a tweet from Adam Schefter, and I look if it's Adam Schefter or Adam Schefter less and less times because it doesn't matter.
A lot of people were getting got by scams Sharania yesterday.
That's a good one.
But yeah, there's a media literacy thing in there, but like, it doesn't have to be the end of the world. Okay. I think we will survive. I believe we will make it through these times where ESPN is hiring Snapchat people to do Snapchats. I don't get my news on Snapchat, and I don't get anything on Snapchat, actually.
Nope.
So that's good. Chris writes in.
Hi, Chris.
Poll question: does 1620 need a TikTok girl for content?
Oh.
Josh, you're in charge of hiring people, right?
No.
Go hire a social media content creator with 14 million followers and have them do stuff on our non-existent Snapchat and our non-existent Instagram.
I think they all work somewhere else.
They're self-employed.
Oh, okay.
They're self-employed, Josh.
Surely there has to be a woman in this market with reach.
I'm sure there is. That's up to you, Josh.
Okay.
Go find them and then announce it on Twitter.
I'll send out a press release.
Yes.
Trigger sunglasses.
A couple of different
profile
announcements
picture
today
guys.
from 1620 The Zone. Number one, they have got an Instagram. They have arrived. It's 2025. They have arrived finally to Instagram.
It's probably going to happen in the next couple weeks, actually.
And number two, they have also arrived to Snapchat, and they actually all of their stuff will be on Snapchat now. We'll be live streaming on Snapchat.
Why don't you just put the shows on Snapchat?
That's where the kids are.
How do I sell that?
John writes in.
Hi, John.
Who will be a more successful NFL quarterback, Shedeur Sanders or Caleb Williams? Oh boy. Caleb Williams.
It's got to be Caleb Williams, right?
I would think so.
And it's
but Caleb
already
Williams
happened.
is in some trouble.
Oh,
I mean, he's fine.
Something happened that I'm unaware of?
Oh, you didn't see the videos from over the weekend?
I'm not consuming NFL content in August. No.
Really? Are you muting it?
No,
you're just like,
what is there to consume?
I mean, practice.
Why would I consume that?
Because just in case you want to watch Caleb Williams throw it to nobody.
I don't.
He did it a lot, apparently, at practice.
Oh, okay.
But some Bears honks will tell you that it's very difficult to learn Ben Johnson's offense.
It's very difficult.
Very, very difficult.
Maybe he's explaining it poorly. He's never been a head coach before.
Interesting. Jim wonders if 1620 The Zone is going to migrate over to Blue Sky. Do we have a Blue Sky?
It feels like a lot of work.
I don't think it is.
You don't think it's a lot of work?
Well, to make a Blue Sky?
Yeah.
Just would we keep it up?
Yeah.
How many people are over there?
Does the audience want this?
I don't know.
Like it has to be more than just Jim.
Jim was wondering.
Now Jim is very valuable to me. If the audience wants it, yeah, we'll do it. I don't have a problem doing it.
You ask and we listen and we take action. That's what we do. We've done that there's many pieces of evidence to show that over time.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So that's what's going on in sports. Adam Schefter tweets about real football things. Kyron Williams just got an extension.
Hey,
that's a real football topic.
Yeah, that's why you follow Adam Schefter.
But guess what doesn't get a billion retweets? The fact that Kyron Williams got an extension.
Culture war of the day, ESPN's TikTok lady?
Probably.
Okay.
Yeah, probably. All right, quick break. We're going to dive into the spreadsheets a little bit. I got some things that I want to talk about as it pertains to Nebraska football when we return on 1620 The Zone.
Let's get back to the Connor Happer Show on 1620 The Zone.
All right, welcome back. Connor Happer Show, 1620 The Zone, and on 1620thezone.com. We are 3 weeks and 2 days away from football.
What, like real football?
Nebraska Huskers.
None of this helmets and shorts crap that's on the TV.
Why are you pointing at the little leaguers, Josh?
I didn't know what was on the TV behind
it's
me.
The Penn State. It's Penn State Day over on the BTN. But no, they will be wearing pads. Now the pants I can't really speak to because the kids these days they don't wear football pants anymore.
They're capris.
They just wear shorts now, but that's at their own discretion. And they, if they take a shot on the thigh, then there's nothing there to protect them anymore. But that's not my deal anymore.
I saw the mesh jersey on Instagram. I think they're going back to the mesh jerseys, guys.
Oh yeah, we never talked about.
No, they're not.
We never talked about alternate jersey gate yesterday. Quick take. They have had the black jersey in the equipment room for years now, and I would imagine that it's only a matter of time before it comes out.
Oh, hello.
Maybe it happens this year, or maybe not. Trev's not around anymore to be the uniform,
That's right.
police, right? So
it's about consistent branding.
That's my Trev Alberts. What do you guys think?
It's pretty good. I like it. Anyway, football's coming up in a couple weeks, and we are sending 2 of yous to the Nebraska-Cincinnati game at Arrowhead Stadium on August 28th. You will win tickets. You will get free parking. You will get lodging and a $100 gift card that could buy you somewhere in between 7 and 5. I don't know. I don't know what the prices are for alcohol at Arrowhead Stadium. 7 beers, 5 beers, 8 beers, somewhere around there. You could spend it however
where are you at, Sean? How many beers am I getting?
You get barbecue or something like whatever. It's your $100. So head to our website right now, 1620thezone.com. It is an online contest, online giveaway. Go there, click on the rolling banners that we have. You'll see it.
No hoops to jump through?
Nebraska versus. Well, you have to enter your email.
Yeah, but I don't have to know
name.
Who the right guard was in 1977.
No.
Okay.
You don't have to be caller number 4 or anything like. Just go to the internet.
Because I'm at work. I can't be calling people.
Exactly.
Trying to win radio contests.
This is just like ESPN going to Snapchat. We go where you are, and where you are is 1620thezone.com all the time. You're already on zonetv.live. You're already on YouTube. Just go to 1620thezone.com. Open up another tab, even though it might give you an aneurysm if you're Josh.
That's right. You got 5 up right now. It's a lot.
That's way too many. All right. So, first of all, the topic in Huskerville yesterday. Have you noticed this? Matt Rule has been doing videos where he walks. No, this is not COVID. This is not 2020 and people are just taking walks and documenting it. No.
He's doing walk and talk videos.
He's doing walk and talk videos in 2025.
Oh, hey, didn't see you there. Come, follow me.
Kind of like that. Right. Come with me on my walk. And he'll say a bunch of stuff. He'll have a message. And he might bump into some people on Friday or Saturday at open practice. He bumped into Emmett Johnson. Emmett, come on in here. And they, walked around the field. And Emmett remarked to Matt Rule that he was looking good. He lost some weight.
Oh, hello.
Rule's been working out, I guess. He's working out all the days that lead up to the season. He's trying to shed some poundage.
He'll occasionally drop in there like, oh, yeah, I went to get my workout in before practice, and so-and-so's in there already.
He's proud of it, and he should be. He's looking good.
Yeah.
He looks a lot better than the college football game depicted him to look. I'll tell you that much.
That's right.
Although I think they fixed that. They
I hope so.
Yeah, I think they fixed that. And so yesterday, video comes out, and he is outside of Nebraska's palatial new practice facility, and he's standing right in front of the people who are wearing yellow practice jerseys, meaning that they are not full contact practice guys. They're going through a varying level of football activity, but they are not really fully practicing. They're on stationary bikes. And he's talking about, the message is, I can't remember what the message was. It was like, what did we make our stream title today? No growth without stress.
Yeah, that was the title of the video or whatever.
No growth without stress. And then he walks in to the weight room, and that's where he just so happens to find some guys who are rehabbing from injuries, long-term guys, as he calls them. And, kind of checks in with them. How we doing? These guys are getting their work in. It's really hard for them. It seems like a lonely place to be. Really, it's just those guys. They're up, people are with them, but they're not. You got to get your work done, right? Even though you're hurt and you're kind of out of sight, out of mind because you're not really doing football stuff at the moment, but you got to get back to a certain place to be able to do this. So he does another one of these walking videos, and people notice that Marcus Watson Trent is in one of the guys in the yellow jerseys. Demetrius Bell and Jamarian Parker are working with the long-term injury guys. So the question is this: is he an evil genius, right? Because people are like, oh my God, Rule, he's just so good at this. He knows what people want to see. Or because that's good insight into the program. Here are the guys who's doing what and their road back from injury. And it's good insight into what those guys go through on a daily basis if you're on the long-term sort of injury plan. So it was cool. It was a cool behind-the-scenes deal that they did. And I assume he'll keep walking and they'll keep doing videos like this as Josh cleans up his water spill.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Or tea or whatever kind of deal you got going over there. Or is he just like, hey, the social media guy comes up to him and he says, hey, why don't we just do a quick video real quick, take a walk, do whatever you got to do. And the camera guy just follows him and he runs into whoever he runs into. Is everything on purpose or is nothing on purpose? Is Matt Rule an evil genius or is he just a guy who likes to do stuff?
I'm in evil genius camp.
Yeah, we have oftentimes remarked on this show about how he has a very acute understanding of what they put out, the things that are in those videos, and and what he says, and the things that people are talking about. I don't know if there was like an extended conversation going on about the gentlemen who are the football players who were featured in that video, but people are wondering about, like Demetrius Bell and what's going on there, and or Jamarian Parker, who we haven't really seen yet, who could factor into that running back equation if and when he gets healthy. People are sort of wondering about that piece about it. So I don't know. Sometimes I feel like we give him too much credit for doing the evil genius thing, and other times I'm like, oh yeah, he knows exactly what he's doing. There's no doubt about it. He absolutely has an understanding of what people are talking about and what people want to see, and is, he's the face of the program, so he's the controller of that message. And maybe it's just as simple as that. Maybe I'm overthinking this entirely. I think that's very possible.
It's very possible.
Very possible.
I mean, you hear it in almost every single press conference. He is immediately aware of what he is saying and how it will be received. And he often puts, those caveats on, well, I'm saying this. Well, I'm not saying that so-and-so isn't working hard or whatever. I know that that's kind of what it sounds like. I don't want you guys to run with that. I'm actually saying this.
Mm-hmm.
So he's very aware of those things, and he might have a little more time on his hands in this camp.
It's a great point.
To do those things that, hey, nobody asked me about this on Saturday. Let me let me kind of reveal what I can reveal since I thought somebody would ask me about it.
I am in complete agreement with you on that last point. I think this is part of him kind of stepping back a little bit, and not that there's not anything to do. I mean, he's in charge of a huge piece of the state and all of those things. But like on the day-to-day, practice to practice, Holgo's got the offense. They know, those guys know what they're doing. John Butler, Phil Snow, those guys got the defense. They know what they're doing, and it's after practice or whatever. It also goes to show you, like, I know people want this, given we have years and years of history of people calling into sports radio shows and saying stuff like this of like, what is he doing out there, playing golf and stuff like that? Like, why isn't he working? There's a lot of downtime. You don't actually have to be working all the time. You're maybe constantly thinking about it, thinking about things you could do, and you have pieces at your fingertips to be able to utilize, but they're people. And sometimes it's not always, like the most important thing in the world, but how you do one thing is how you do everything, right, Josh?
I've heard that somewhere.
I don't know. Chris writes in, poll question, is Matt Rule an evil genius? Too sportsy.
Yeah.
Too sportsy. John writes in.
Hi, John.
I don't think Rule is aware of what I'm talking about. I don't think he probably is either.
Sure.
But maybe he has heard John say from time to time that he doesn't really care for Turner Corcoran all that much.
Maybe he's doing it to spite you.
It's possible. Well, I haven't to that point. Maybe this is what Matt Rule's next video is about. Where's Turner Corcoran?
Maybe he's going to try and humanize him in the next one.
I think so. That's how you know if he's really listening. And a good question from Cody. Does the winner of the Kansas City trip get to sleep at the 1620 house? No.
That is not the lodging you will be provided with.
No. Nope.
Want to be crystal clear about that. Great question.
A lot closer to the stadium, I think, than we will be.
Yes.
From what it sounds like. So, yeah. All right. Just wanted to run that by you guys. Is Matt Rule an evil genius or is he not?
It's a great question.
But we'll get into the spreadsheets because I have, I got a bunch. And we'll probably spread this out over a couple of different shows here because I updated a lot of them last night. But I wanted to get Josh's take on this.
Okay.
Fred Hoyberg spoke yesterday.
Fred
Hoyberg, the coach of Nebraska basketball. I meant to go get the audio and I forgot to, or the video. So I apologize for this, but we do have the quote here from Brian Christopherson, who tweeted this out yesterday. BC's adding his opinion in here a little bit. Strong, accurate take from Fred Hoyberg on Jurassic Park, the first one and the last one. Here's the quote. I love the original. That's a top 5 movie for me of all time. When they're starting to look like aliens now, ... I'm a purist. What do you think? Is this true, by the way? Are they starting to look like aliens? The dinosaurs?
Okay. Come with me on the journey.
Right,
I'm sorry that I know this. The big villain in the latest Jurassic World movie is the D-Rex, Distorius Rex.
So it's not an actual real dinosaur.
It was created in a lab. It's a mutant. It's got 4 arms. Its head clearly was inspired by the alien from this movie called Alien, Connor. So, yes, it is an accurate take from Coach Hoyberg.
Okay.
Who I now fully support.
Catch Josh never canceling Nebraska ball again.
Yeah.
He said he was a Jurassic Park purist. I can't believe he said that.
That is shocking to me coming from the Fred Hoyberg we know, also, the wine and cheese guy.
Okay, but hang on though. Is kind of a wild take to say that Jurassic Park is one of your top 5 favorite movies of all time. Can we evaluate this real quick?
He's a little old for that to be the case. He's 52.
Yeah. I mean,
it's surprising.
When did original Jurassic Park come out?
93.
93?
No, that doesn't sound right.
So he would have been in his 20s. You know, like
93, yeah.
He would have been like in college when Jurassic Park came out, and Fred Hoiberg was just going to the movies in college and watching Jurassic Park. He's like, yeah, this is it for me.
This is it.
This is the best. And then he just found himself following the Jurassic Park movies over and over and over again to the point where it's got now. And now they look like aliens. And he's like, okay, they had me for a long, long time, but now I am done.
You guys are wrecking it.
You guys ruined what I once loved.
I need some realism in my
there's
dinosaur movie.
There's a lot of stuff in there. Let's evaluate point number 1. Jurassic Park is a top 5 movie for me. What do you think?
It is one of 3 movies that is the reason we go to the movies. Yes.
Okay, so you're okay with that, or you can see where he's coming from.
I don't normally see it coming from someone of his age, but
okay,
yes,
okay. I am a Jurassic Park purist. That's
a wild
quote
thing for him to say.
Fred Hoiberg. You know, I've heard people say like, I'm a baseball purist. I am a, I don't know what other. I'm a car purist.
Yeah,
or I'm a NASCAR purist.
If producer Josh, said I'm a Jurassic Park purist, everyone would go, "Oh, yeah, okay."
I would question you.
But
I would be like, well, what does that mean?
Okay, but he cares about movies in a way that is like psychotic, and
yeah.
So I get him saying something like that. Coaches don't say things like that. Coaches are like, what are you talking about? I'm just grinding tape all the time.
Right. So it's good. We get some personality.
Yes.
It's good.
I think it's quite frankly the most personality I've seen from Fred Hoiberg.
He's good. He quips with the local media and stuff like that.
I've heard this. I haven't seen it.
It's fun. And then Jurassic Park. The third part was they look like aliens now, and I'm a purist. It basically goes back to the second part. Do they look like aliens now?
Yeah, I can say that.
They've gotten too far from dinosaurs proper. They've mutated far enough to where it's starting to turn into a different movie entirely.
Star Wars monsters and just, it used to be, I don't know if grounded in science is the right term, but there used to be some science to it. Now it's like, hey, what can we dream up? Let's just make it with a computer.
Okay. So I think this, if I'm going off of your information, I trust you implicitly, Josh. I shouldn't trust you implicitly because you told me to watch all those bad movies that one time.
Over the Top, you loved it.
And then, but I'm going to trust you on this one, and I'm going to say this is a good take from him. I also am an old school guy.
I
like the original versions of things.
I would love to talk to him further and pick at this
just
a little bit. Just a little bit.
That's interesting. What if we had Fred on, but we didn't ask him about basketball. We just asked him about movies in his life.
Jurassic Park.
I would love to do that.
You hit him with is Jurassic Park and Twister the same movie theory.
Yeah. Well, he would hate that because he loves Jurassic Park.
But it'd be great content for us.
Hey, Coach, I'm not a huge movie guy, but I've been saying this thing for the long time. Like Jurassic Park and Twister, they take up the same place in my brain. Do you get that? You know what I'm talking about when I say that? He'd be like, Connor, no. I'm sorry. I do not know what you're talking about at all.
There is a giant thing chasing the people that you can't I don't want to say I get it, but
you know where I'm coming from. You know where I'm coming from.
I hear you talking.
Sindelar writes in.
Hi, Sindelar.
Can someone get Coach Mack's thoughts on Jurassic Park? Now, what are the odds that has happened? That Coach Mack, just to be very clear up front, I'm not saying that anybody is better than anybody for having done or not done something. But what are the chances that Mack has watched Jurassic Park? Because I'm going to say really, really, really low.
It feels
but I would have
really
said low. I would have said low for Fred.
Yeah. Now he's got kids that maybe would have been like, Dad.
Okay, well.
Or maybe, Mom, we want to watch this movie. And she's like, I don't want to watch that crap. Watch it with your dad.
Can you imagine little Doug McDermott saying, Dad, can we watch Jurassic Park again?
That's kind of what I'm picturing.
mean, he's about my age, so it would have been about the time, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Maybe he has seen Jurassic Park, but no chance he's seen Jurassic, whatever the hell the new one is.
Jurassic World Rebirth on digital today. We've already bought it. My son's watched it twice already.
RDJ fan Mac is more of a Fast and Furious purist.
Yeah, it used to be. I mean, once it stopped being about DVD VCR combos and they started saving the world, I was out.
Andy,
Andy.
I'm a Batman purist, and that's why I walked out of Joker.
Missed a lot if you walked out.
I should have walked out of Joker. I made a horrible mistake by not walking out of Joker.
You get what you bleeping deserve.
Yeah. I saw that part. It was surprising for the record.
It was. Like, wait, dude, we're building to something here. What are we building? Oh my God!
All right, so poll question from Chris: are you a Jurassic Park purist?
Okay.
If that hasn't been put up by now, I would like to see.
I was so engrossed by the conversation. I'm sorry.
And then a couple more here from the 402. Dude, everyone has seen Jurassic Park. I guarantee Coach Mack has seen it. My 80-year-old dad has seen it.
Connor has not.
Has everyone seen Jurassic Park?
No. Just factually, no, because you haven't.
Yeah, but if it was just me, you could still make the case that everyone has seen Jurassic Park, right?
So has everyone? I'm gonna all caps everyone.
I may have like
you've dabbled.
Yeah. I definitely got a Jurassic Park Happy Meal watch at one point, and I really enjoyed that.
Hell yeah, you did.
But I didn't know, I just knew that dinosaurs were cool. I didn't really care about the movie.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
All that much.
There's cool dinosaurs in the movie. And they'll do stuff.
Yeah, but then I would have had to sit down for 2 hours and watch it. Okay. I wasn't doing that.
Now we're getting to the real core issue.
John.
Hi, John.
I figured Mac to be a Marvel purist.
I'll tell you who is a sneaky Marvel purist.
Okay.
Pete Ricketts.
What?
I have had multiple conversations with Pete Ricketts about the MCU.
What?
He loves that thing.
What?
Ask him about it.
When was this? I have so many questions.
When
now.
He was a sitting governor.
Yeah. All right. So what did he
he had to see
what movie had come out?
Oh.
Was it Endgame? Was it during that time? Was he like, Josh,
yeah,
did you see Endgame yet? So I wanted to talk to you about it, because if not, I'm just going to spoil it for you right now. Like, he just needed an outlet to say his takes about Marvel?
Connor, I was driving to Kentucky, stopped in St. Louis at 11 p.m. and went to see Endgame because I knew I could not have it spoiled for me.
But was a part of your stopping in St. Louis, making sure that whenever Ricketts wanted to talk to you about it, that you were able to?
Pete's going to be in studio Monday. I have to have seen it by then. No.
I
think it was towards the tail end of that run of Marvel movies where it was like, okay, it's big, guys. It's huge.
That is a whole different revelation, which I very much enjoy. Sindelar also writes in, do really tall people relate to Jurassic Park?
Oh, okay. The dinosaurs are much taller than the people.
Fred Hoyberg, pretty tall.
Yeah.
Not really tall, pretty tall. Mac, really tall.
Really tall.
Really tall. Baptism by Fire writes in, where the hell did this come from, Josh? You just sometimes you remember stuff about yourself. I get it.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Sean writes in,
hi, Sean,
on the Equitable Bank inbox, the D-Rex was apparently based on the Rancor in Return of the Jedi.
That too.
All right. Thank you for that information. I know what none of those words are. And I appreciate it. All right.
And many people, some would say everyone knows.
I just wanted to bounce that off of you just to make sure that was all good with you. And it sounds like it is.
This turned out so much better than I thought. It was in the prep sheet. And I thought he was like, oh yeah, he's out there playing with T-Rex arms or something. I thought it was gonna be something like that, where he just
had a real life take on it.
It makes a casual dinosaur reference. No, this was a real take about a movie.
I'm a Jurassic Park purist. Texter from the 402 writes in, I'm a Dumb and Dumber purist. I am too, but I still saw the other two, the other 3 movies or whatever they did. Yeah, they
So
weren't
bad.
great. They weren't great.
Hey, let's get Bob Saget and yell swear words a whole bunch.
Yeah.
That'll be great.
Yeah, they weren't great, and I was disappointed. And it was at that moment I was like, yeah, you know what? I'm a Dumb and Dumber purist.
Hey, Jim and Jeff are willing to come back and do this. You guys good? I don't need it.
Brian wonders if
Brian.
you guys talk to Ricketts about Marvel movies because you wouldn't be able to talk politics with him.
He did well.
Given where you were at, I think you were able to talk politics quite well.
I got to talk about this. I got to talk about things with this gentleman for a while.
Might as well get to know him on a personal level.
Yeah.
See if he's got any.
Take that angle. I'll let the smart people handle the political discussion.
I think it's a great move. And honestly, I've had that idea for a long time. We just have like extremely famous people on and don't ask them about any reasonable topics at all.
I love the idea.
Yeah. But you got to get the people. You know?
I mean, they'll know. Like the audience knows. Like, oh, that guy's.
Oh no! Somebody would get pissed at us. Somebody would be like, "You had him on for you had that guy on for 15 minutes and you didn't ask him one single question about basketball."
But like, I was in a position where I wasn't as educated about the politics, so the audience would have seen through that. So I'm like, well, I gotta.
Sometimes you got to see your place, and maybe you're the wacky guy.
This is my lane.
All right, let's take a break. We have Alan Bell coming up on the other side. We'll ask him his takes on Jurassic Park.
Ooh.
On 1620 The Zone.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money. Money, 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 money.
Alan Bell, the AB3 on the Connor Happer Show on 1620 The Zone.
All right, let's have our weekly chat here with our good friend Alan Bell, driving the line. He joins us now on the Prairie Flower Casino Zone hotline. AB, good morning. How we doing?
Good morning, sir. Doing fantastic, man. How you doing, buddy?
Pretty good. Thanks for asking.
That was hesitant. You hesitated there. You okay?
I think so. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. I shouldn't have thought about it much more. Like I people ask that question sometimes, and I'm like, yeah, I think I'm good because I don't really constantly think about it. But
it's
anyway.
an honest answer. No, it's an honest answer. It is. Instead of just saying, "Oh, fantastic."
Yeah,
I think I'm good.
I think I'm pretty good. Yeah. All right. So we'll just go with that. All right. So you were mildly prepared for this when Josh called you on the phone and he said, "Hey, we're gonna kick it off out of left field a little bit." So, what do you think of the Jurassic Park series? Have you seen the new movie? Did you like the old movie? What do you think?
I like it.
Did you see the new movie?
Yeah, I did, and I like it. Like, I'm not going to lie. I've liked all of them. Go back to the original to now. I don't know what it is. People change. It's different actors. It just works. Like, what's been the conversation? Has everybody hated it?
Well, Nebraska basketball coach Fred Hoyberg, for some reason, I don't even know the context of this, honestly, but he said yesterday after they wrapped up their summer session of workouts that he was a Jurassic Park purist, and the new one didn't really do it for him because the dinosaurs started to look like aliens a little bit too much, and he wasn't a fan of that.
Yeah, I agree with him. Look, that's a sharp take. You got a smart coach right there. Hoiberg knows what he's talking about because he's right. It gets you too much where you're like, you know what I mean? Like, there's something warm and like fuzzy about watching like a 90s movie because everything's not perfect. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, there's something nice about that, like, kind of pre-HD moment in time.
Maybe you're right. Like, the movies are too they're too visually stunning these days. Maybe that's the problem.
May I give you another one?
Please. Yes.
Okay. So, television or makeup has not caught up with these television 4K, 8K cameras.
Uh-huh.
And when they pull them out and you see like, one of the dudes like in the booth or a woman in the booth or a dude or a woman on the field, whatever, like the makeup that these people on TV, that you wear, you could see.
You could see it easily. Yes.
Oh, it's crazy. Yeah, I know. Like the makeup is not caught up with those cameras yet. It's wild to see.
Yeah, maybe, I don't know. Maybe we'll talk to some local TV people about it because you can, if it's hitting you right or you got that close shot, you can really tell. And I don't know that people are like, oh yeah, those camera or those people on the news, they wear makeup all the time. I don't know that people think about that, but now they do because you could see it.
Yep. Oh, you can absolutely see. It's wild, man. You don't know adjust, but it's wild to see. So please continue. I just like to stay in left field.
No, it's fascinating. I just wanted to know if you were a Jurassic Park purist, and
I don't know if I'd go with purist. Like he's a real fan. Hoiberg's a real fan, dude. He's breaking it down. I like it.
He is. I mean, he was all about it. So that was what we got out of Nebraska. I'm sure there was more productive things to come out of Nebraska basketball yesterday, but that was the one that really grabbed our attention. Okay, so what we've been doing for the last several weeks is going through a variety of different teams in the NFL. First, is there any? I mean, last week we were previewing the Hall of Fame game, which did not hit the under, by the way. But if I remember right, you were leaning toward the over anyway, and couldn't convince me the other way around.
Yeah, we were feeling points. But yeah, I mean, we got a whole bunch of it coming up, man. I'm excited. Who you got?
Have you? Well, before we get into the teams, have you what are you more interested in seeing? As we've now, we're into full-on camps in the NFL, and we now have preseason games. Starters aren't really playing that much, but what will you give more attention to? The videos that come out of practice or the actual, the one drive that you get of starters in preseason games?
Yeah. So, all right. So from a betting perspective, excuse me, watch the first half of games. You're averaging about 24 points per. In the second half of these games, they're dying like a quail, man. Like, they're gone. So if you're going to bet points, first half points, man. That's where they come. Number two, dude, I'm one of those weird guys. I like practice more than games, man. I like preseason. I like film. Like, I like catching it afterward and, like, seeing rookies or, young dudes or whoever trying to make the team. But I like watching these games in real time. I like seeing teams back up quarterbacks and kind of the approach that they go with some of these guys, right? And we're going to see movement. You're going to see third-string guys get dropped and other teams pick them up. Cleveland's going to work on 10 quarterbacks before the season even starts.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, like I like all of it, dude. I'm weird. I like practice. I like.
Hey, when when you're trying to find edges, I mean, you gotta look far and wide. So like
second quarter, bro. Second quarter. Look at points. Second quarter in preseason games. That's when they're all scoring.
Sorry. I love it. So when you see like a Caleb Williams throw it into the middle of nowhere, does that bother you at all, or is that just like, oh, it's early camp stuff?
Oh, early camp stuff, man. Yeah. Like, there's so much going on now that, like, I don't even really take a whole lot away, like, other than just watching, or like seeing highlights or whatever you could get of, you can just tell when somebody's, like, not there. You're like, oh, this guy's not ready. Like, he's not ready for the NFL. And then other dudes, you're like, oh, he'll be fine. Like, get some weight on him, get some experience. It's kind of like that, just like kind of that dude feel, where you can just look at it, you're like, oh, this guy can hit a bomb, or, oh, no, this guy's going to strike down. It's just really fun.
Okay, so let's dive into one or two here. So I think we've asked you about almost everybody else in the NFC North. We've talked about the Lions a little bit. We've talked about the Bears a little bit, and I don't know that we've really talked about the Vikings, but the Packers are the lone team in this division where they don't have like significant change. Like big
surprise.
Yeah. That's kind of the Packers MO, right? But like the other teams around them kind of going through this transition period where they're changing coordinators or they're changing head coaches or they're changing quarterbacks. Green Bay, not so much. What does that mean for them, for an already good team in a tricky division? Do you see them as climbing the ladder this year?
Yeah, I think they're going to be good. I mean, dude, go ahead and look at week one. I think did they play the Lions in week one?
Let me check.
Yeah, I think they host the Lions either week one or week two, and I think they're favorites. So that should go ahead and tell you right there, man. Like, I think they're like 1.5 point favorites.
They do host the Lions, yeah.
Yeah, Packers are a good football team, man. Jordan Love, Matt LaFleur, like, that can like again, man. I hate the cliche of like, well, if they stay healthy, you can say that about everybody, but the Packers are going to be strong. And look, this is a big game. Dude, if you could steal one from the Lions right out of the gate, that's a big time. Because, look, the Packers have talent to win this division. Not saying they do, but, I mean, the team's going to be good, dude.
The other. So I guess we're kind of doing divisions today. Let's look at it. Let's zoom in on the NFC West here real quick. Coming off a year where last year San Francisco was beat up and down. Arizona kind of made a little bit of a run there. If you do it by odds, the projected order of finish is San Fran, LA, Arizona, Seattle. Is that the way you see it in that division right now? Because I sort of look at it and say, this could get jumbled up in any which way. There's I don't think there's a definitive like best team, and I don't know if there's a definitive worst team, although Seattle probably is the leading candidate there.
And the weird thing is like, I think Seattle's going to be better than people give them credit for. I'm not saying they're going to win a Super Bowl, but I'm not down on them. Arizona, they're a good football team, but they always fall apart the second half of the season, right? So it's tough to trust them. And then you talk about the 49ers and you talk about the Rams. I think the Rams are going to be a good football team. 49ers are going to be an excellent football team. Again, health, that always seems to be their bugaboo. And what are you going to do now that you paid the quarterback, right?
Yep.
You got some guys that aren't there anymore. You know what I mean? Deebo Samuel, Delta Washington. But, I'll say this. Look at week one. The 49ers go on the road to Seattle, and I think they're only like 1.5 point favorites, right? Like, And if you got, the books have Seattle projected to finish last and San Francisco's going to finish first, it goes to show you there's not as big of a gap as people think, man. There's going to be a tough division. And watch out for the Rams. You know Sean McVay.
Oh, yeah.
He's always. Yeah, I mean, that guy's brilliant.
In the NFC East, Washington is going to be a trendy pick to win at least the division and potentially more. Obviously, you have the defending Super Bowl champions in that division coming off of a year in which they didn't lose much, and then there's sort of a gap after that. Are you a buyer in Washington Football Commanders stock at this moment to potentially upend the Eagles in that division and go deep into the playoffs? And I mean, I suppose they went deep last year, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, no. That's good. Dan Quinn back for that. I'm ready for it again, baby. He was having a dad time out there.
He was.
I'll say this, dude. Look, this is nothing against Washington. They're going to be a fine football team. I just don't know. Unless Philadelphia's locker room completely gives up, they're going to be such a tough out because they don't throw the football. Like, they don't even play risky football. They have great defense. They run it with the quarterback and a dude who just went for 2 trillion yards and didn't even care, right? Like, that's the tough part. Like, if this were a team that threw it 60 times a game, that's a lot of risk, man. You could screw up. But when you throw for 168 yards in a game but run for 350, and you can play defense, dude, like, that's the hard part for Washington, is that Philly is going to be good. But I believe in him. I like Dave Daniels, but dude, that's a big ask right there, man.
Even through last year, we talked about this a bunch throughout the season. Like, Philly is just one of those non-sexy teams who you want to not necessarily write, because you can't write them off, but you want to pick somebody else because they might. And in the case of Washington, they have Daniels and everybody loves him, and he's going to be like an MVP candidate. And so you're like, whoa, they're kind of sexy, and maybe it just won't work quite as well for Philly this year. But it's a danger. I mean, it's a dangerous perspective because you said it. I mean, they're a machine. They're a lot like the Chiefs in that way.
They are. They don't beat themselves. Like, that's the hard part. It's like, you do it 60 times and you have 4 picks, dude, we can steal a game. But when you're running the wing T offense basically and you don't fumble, it's tough, man. There ain't a whole lot you can do about it.
Yep, just sitting on the ball and playing some defense. And yeah, they're pretty explosive on offense still, even with quote unquote sitting on it. All right, AB, great stuff as always. We're looking forward to continuing on this series as we go on throughout the month here. Enjoy the rest of the week, and we'll talk to you next time.
My friend, look forward to it, buddy. Thank you.
Alan Bell, Driving the Line. You can find him out there on YouTube. Picks every single day on YouTube and on Twitter at Alan G. Bell for takes on a variety of different other issues, like maybe Jurassic Park. Who knows?
Could be anything.
Could be. It literally could be anything.
Could be him throwing a ball up against one of those nets that bounces it back to you.
Love that game.
Yeah.
Taking pictures of cows laying on the ground. It's great. You never know what you're going to find on there. Quick break. Josh has the odd news when we return on 1620 The Zone.
Upon further review, the host's last statement was deemed to be somewhat comical. Somewhat. The Connor Happer Show returns in minutes on 1620 The Zone.
Yar, lend me your ears, Omaha. Captain Splashbeard here, and I bring news of a glorious treasure. Shipwreck shoots at Funplex, the wildest slides this side of the 7 seas. Twistier than a kraken's tentacle, with a splash at the end that'll make you yar. But that ain't all. Ye can ride, slide, splash, snack, float, and cool off above decks in your swanky cabana. It's all at Nebraska's largest water park and rides. Hoist the swim trunks and treasure this summer at fun-plex.com.
And now we've reached the point in the show where Josh Odson reads the peculiar, the bizarre, the comical, the odd news with Odd Son. Odd news, Odd Son. See what we did there? The odd news with Oddson.
All right, it's time for the odd news, folks. Josh, what do we have today?
Well, over the weekend, the LPGA. I'm sure you were following this with bated breath while you were out on the links.
Well, I saw the one thing that I assume you're going to talk about.
It has to be this, right?
It's the hole in one.
The hole in one.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Good. Yeah.
Mimi Rhodes
Keep going.
swept her 8-iron and lofted a shot onto the green before tapping
another ball.
Stephanie's ball in for a unique hole in one at the 2025 AIG Women's Open.
Now, is that a good way or a bad way to get a hole in one?
Oh, if you're a professional golfer, no one's giving you credit for that, right? You're going to be like, hey, I hit a hole in one today. And they're like, no, you didn't.
It's it's a hole in one, though. It's down on the scorecard as one.
That's right. Doesn't matter how.
Like, if it's your first one ever, I'm trying to put myself in, I'm thinking about it from my own personal perspective. I've never hit a hole in one before, and I probably won't. Just going with the odds on this one. If that was the way I did it, I don't know. I might be kind of triggered.
Oh, yeah.
I might be
people want
pissed.
the story. Like, you're out golfing and
But it's a great story. You hit another ball.
I guess so.
It's a good story, but I just want it to go, I'd rather hit it off of a tree that overhung the green and then bounce it off the tree and back in or something like that. I hit one pretty close this past weekend, probably, 7-8 feet or something like that. Stuck it.
I had several at Prehistoric Putt the last week.
I'm not sure that those count.
You don't think those count? I hit the ball and it went in one
I've
shot.
hit many hole-in-ones at putt course courses
Okay.
before. I don't count them on my ledger.
Interesting.
But I don't know. I'd be pretty bummed out if that's the way I got mine. But it was a cool video. I will say that.
It was.
Probably pretty angry if you're the other person and your ball got kicked away a little further from the hole.
Oh, definitely. And then you got to play together?
I saw somebody saying on Twitter, why wasn't that marked? Well, because it's a par 3 and the person who hit the shot wasn't up to the green yet. That's why it wasn't marked, idiot.
Whoa.
We're going to mark it.
Wow. Okay.
Kenneth says they don't ask how. You're still buying drinks. Yeah. Which would make it even more disappointing because I would feel like, I didn't actually hit a hole in one. Now I have to buy everyone drinks now,
Look,
too.
you took the drink. You can't make fun of me. I bought you the drink.
Yeah. I don't know. Rules don't work that way.
Yeah,
golf,
they
I
really
guess,
don't.
with dudes.
Yeah. Connor, you love dogs, so here's a dog story.
Of course.
You love stories about new world records as well, so here's a story for you. A Texas woman's pet dog celebrated his birthday by removing 11 caps from plastic water bottles in 1 minute, earning a Guinness World Record title in the process.
A dog?
Uh-huh. Jerry.
What do you mean removing caps?
Jerry, a canine, put his skills to the test on his 4th birthday and unscrewed the cap on 11 water bottles in 60 seconds.
The dog unscrewed the cap?
That's right, Connor.
Like how? With the, did he hold it?
The still image I'm looking at, it appears as though it puts 1 foot down on the empty water bottle and unscrews the cap with the mouth.
It's like laying. Okay. I see.
And it did that 11 times in a minute for the world record of most plastic bottle caps removed by a dog in 1 minute.
This is one way to put the dog's many talent to use.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I always hear about people, training their dogs to go get them a beer out of the fridge or something like that. That seems more functional and useful, but whatever you want to do with your dog, I suppose.
Jerry's owner, in an interview with Guinness, said there were no practice sessions at all. This is an
come on.
inbuilt quality that Jerry enjoys doing every time we give him a water bottle. He just did it without any special practice. He's so focused. He challenges himself, and he can just nail it when a task is given to him.
Do you believe that load of crap?
Not a lot of the crap afterwards in the back half.
That there's no way he just did that.
This was a talent that they knew the dog had, and they said,
yes,
let's do this. I'll bet there's no standing record for it.
Yeah.
It doesn't say if there is an old record holder. It doesn't appear there is.
I doubt it.
Why would there be?
Pretty weird. Yeah. All right, whatever.
Last story.
Great story.
Yeah. Connor, the star of the latest Jurassic World movie, Rebirth, Scarlett Johansson.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So that's why she's
everywhere.
That's why she's everywhere right now. Got it.
That's right. Is the center point of this next story. The U.S. Department of Agriculture is using a scene from the 2019 film Marriage Story to scare wolves away from farms along the West Coast. The scene in which an estranged couple played by Scarlett Johansson and Adam Driver are loudly and intensely yelling at each other is among several audio clips being used by the USDA to scare wolves away from the livestock farms.
I mean, hell, that's good. Now Marriage Story was that was the really, really sad movie, right?
Yeah, it was.
I remember people talking about that.
It was pretty sad.
This is depressing.
A couple of the Adam Driver clips were memed.
Okay.
Pretty hard.
Okay. Yeah. So, but the story is they're yelling at each other.
Yeah, they're a couple going through a divorce, and they're just letting each other have it.
Yeah, I mean, whatever you're gonna do now. Keep in mind, so what are they trying to keep them away from again?
They're trying to keep wolves away from the livestock farms.
From the livestock farm. So you don't, as a person who's living at the house, you don't necessarily have to hear ScarJo and Adam Driver yelling at each other all the time.
I believe that is the case.
Okay.
Yes. Now here's an interesting nugget. USDA district supervisor in Oregon who kind of put this whole thing together said, hey, why don't we try this? His name is Paul Wolf.
Mr. Wolf.
Yeah. And he said, I need the wolves to respond and know that, hey, humans are bad. So they played this clip like, oh, they're always yelling over there. I'm not going over there. They're always yelling.
I understand the logic there.
Yeah. I get it.
Mr. Wolf knows how to speak with wolves.
I guess. Interesting little wrinkle there. Yeah.
A couple comments.
Okay.
John emails in.
Hi, John.
I once watched a guy hit his tee shot out of bounds at a par 3, tee it up again, and hole out for par. People wanted him to buy beer for his hole in one, but he refused because it was not, in fact, a hole in one. Same idea from Kenneth. Just like if I took a mulligan on a par 3 and then dunked it, that is a hole in one. I don't care. I'm still going nuts. Depends on are you just going out on the weekend and hanging out with your bros and playing golf? Because if that happens and I'm taking my second shot off the tee and I make it, it's a hole in one on the damn scorecard. And I'm calling it into the paper and I'm, and I'll buy you drinks.
Sure.
I'll do the whole thing. I'll do the whole song and dance for you. It would be It would be internally disappointing to me. It would be a bummer for me.
Would have been nice to do it this way, but
it would be a bummer for me for the rest of my life, just like a little bit. But after a while, it would just end up being like, oh, I made a hole in one that one time. Remember that? And then the story of the shot before that would not get talked about.
We take this to our graves.
Right. Yeah. So I tend to agree with Kenneth here. Although it would be disappointing to do it on the second shot. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah, I would think as a professional golfer, you're like, no, fellow golfers, not a hole in one.
Yeah, that's what Brian wonders on the text line. It's always been an argument between me and myself and my golfing buddies. If you hit a ball into the water and tee up a mulligan and make a hole in one, is it actually a hole in one? I think yes. But once again, is this a competitive round? Because then no. But I don't know how many people are actually playing competitive rounds ever. You know what I mean? Like if it's me at my tournament that I won, people forget last weekend, 2 weekends ago.
Omaha.
It's not a hole in one.
Okay.
It can't be a hole in one.
There's some.
Would I celebrate it like it was a hole in one? Yes, but it's not. It's my second.
So
shot.
there's some real integrity with the scorecards there.
Yeah, we play like a modified rule system, so it would be a 2. It would be a birdie, but yeah,
I like it
because I would say that's a provisional or some, whatever. I think it'd be a 2. All right, thank you, Josh.
Thank you, Connor.
That is the odd news. The noon hour is coming up. MLB reaction, overreaction is a part of that. Also diving into the spreadsheets.
Oh, yeah.
Coming up on 1620 The Zone.
He gives you the latest sports news, interviews, and life-changing commentary with a smile on his face. Because he wears those ticklish underpants.
Let's get back to the Connor Happer Show on 1620 The Zone.
All right, welcome back. Noon hour of the Connor Happer Show on 1620 The Zone and on 1620thezone.com. Halfway home on a Tuesday. Don't forget, call or text us 402-951-1620 on the Prairie Flower Casino Zone hotline today and every day. We're commenting on YouTube. That's where Sindelar writes in again.
Hi, Alex.
I golfed with Kenneth on Sunday, and I can confirm that he does not take it seriously.
Whoa.
Just a couple dudes from the YouTube chat just playing some golf.
Hitting the links.
Love it. Now, they did not meet each other through the YouTube chat.
Okay. Oh, okay.
But that would be fun. Should have a YouTube chat meetup or something like that.
Oh, just a hang sesh? Yeah.
And then we got another text on, oh no, I think it was a comment. Yeah, it was a comment from YouTube user on the hole-in-one thing. So we're giving the scenario where you re-tee it up on a par 3, but then you make that shot. YouTube user says, same scenario, but it happened to my buddy when we were kids. We were probably 15 years old. You're going to tell a 15-year-old kid that that's not a hole-in-one? No, I am not.
I'm not.
No, I am most certainly not. For the record, write it down, whatever you'd like to on the scorecard. Frankly, write down whatever the hell you want on the scorecard anytime, aside from it being a competitive round like a league or a tournament or something like that.
Hey guys, I shot an 18 today.
Yeah, you can write down whatever the hell you want. I do not care. I'm out here to hang out with the boys or girls and play golf. And if I'm bad at golf that day, I'm not going to take it too personally. Hopefully.
Good thing you don't have to worry about that because you're out here winning tournaments in your spare time.
I know. That's exactly right, Josh. I don't have to worry about that at all. I don't have to worry about playing golf badly. Or if I don't win them, it's a scramble and it's everybody else's fault.
You really got it all figured out.
I was watching Minnesota BTN camp special.
Sicko.
By the way, somebody asked a question like, where was Jerry DiNardo for Nebraska?
Yeah.
So Jerry joined the tour after Nebraska.
He hates Nebraska.
I don't know. I don't know why.
He's banned.
Maybe he was busy making his summer pasta videos. That was
sauce needed one more day. I couldn't leave it. I'm sorry.
Do you remember that? It was one of the, I don't know why it's such a clear, vivid memory in my head of him making pasta videos during COVID. But it's one of the time markers for me. Yeah, do you remember COVID? Yeah, I remember when Jerry DiNardo was making pasta videos.
Most people remember Tiger King
or The Last Dance or a variety of other social issues that were going on, things
Barefoot
like that.
Contessa making that big martini.
I'm like, no, Jerry DiNardo was making pasta videos. It just really sticks out to me. Anyway, also I got stung by a bee on my head.
Oh no.
It's all things that happened during COVID. But I was watching the Minnesota game or the Minnesota preview last night, and they were talking, this is why this got triggered in my head, so I wanted to tell you the backstory of it. Revson and Fleck were talking about one-score games, and Fleck was like, well, everybody wants to win one-score games, and he's right. Everybody's going to be in a bunch of one-score games, and everybody wants to win the one-score games. Minnesota had traditionally done very well at winning one-score games, and last year, the well sort of, kind of dried up for them a little bit. And then I remembered that Sam McEwen wrote something about this not very long ago about the other Big Ten teams in these one-score games and how Nebraska was just like so much worse than everybody else. I forgot how bad it was. So here's the backstory. This is from Sam's research in the World Herald. This is less than a month ago he put this out in one of his rewind. Over the last 4 seasons for current Big Ten teams, 21 to 2024. Here are the records, best to worst in that span, including for the West Coast newcomers, who, of course, for each of those seasons were not in the Big Ten, in one-score games. One-score games. All right? And he gave some stats before about, the Chiefs in this period of time in which they've been winning Super Bowls and being a competitive football team, 31-8 in one-score games from 2022 through 2024. They won 79% of their one-score games in a league with that much parity, which is absolutely absurd. There's a skill to it, right? Buffalo, for instance, viewed as a very good football team, they played 31 one-score games, and they went 17-14. That's about normal.
Yeah, okay.
That's about normal. Generally, most teams fall in between. You're going to win about half. You're going to win about half.
12 of those 14 losses for Buffalo were against the Chiefs.
and the difference is, like, are you 2 games over 500? Are you 5 games over 500? Are you 6 games over 500? Are you 3 games below 500? Like, that's going to tell your difference, especially for the middle pack of the Big Ten, of like a 6-win season, a 7, an 8, and 9. Like, you could really push it up because the difference is going to be these one-score games. So Michigan, from 21 to 24, 21 through 24. So 21, 22, 23, 24, 4 seasons. 13-3 in one-score games. They won a national championship, Josh. They appeared in another national championship game during that period of time.
Interesting.
Michigan State, 12-4. Kind of surprising. Oregon, 12-5. Washington, 16-10. They appeared in a national championship game. Iowa, not surprising to see them 4 games over 500, 12-8 in one-score games. And then there's kind of like your middle. Minnesota has done pretty well in this category. They went 13-9 over that period of time. They play a lot of them and they win a lot of them, right? But then there's kind of the middle. UCLA was 10-8, USC was 10-9, Purdue was 10-9, Wisconsin 7-7, Ohio State was 5-5, Indiana was 7-8, Northwestern was 9-10. Just normal, right? No plus or minus in the category of one-score games. You win as many as you lost. The coin literally flipped over 50-50. And then there's the Huskers, who were 5-23 in one-score games over that 4-year period.
I knew it was going to be bad. That was a lot worse than I thought it was going to be.
That is absurd. That is absurd. I cannot even. I'm sure we had a big freak out about this a month ago, whenever this happened. I don't recall it. I'd like to freak out about it again. What in the hell? How is that even possible? 5-23 in one-score games. I mean, there's probably a handful plus of them where you're like, you weren't really supposed to win, but you made it one score just because you scored a late touchdown or something like that. Like, okay,
a little backdoor cover.
That's responsible for a portion of it. I mean, we have to go back and really look at the actual games, but I mean, these are close games, and Nebraska just loses every time.
I'd love to get like a mathematics guy or like a statistician.
It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
It's
how is this possible?
It's literally flipping a coin 28 times and having it land on tails 23 times or heads, whichever one's worse for you.
Tails never fails.
Are you a heads or tails guy, Josh?
Tails never fails.
I think I'm a heads guy.
Oh.
But anyway, that's stupid. So I was thinking about Rule, and here's the numbers on Mr. Rule. 15-29 in one-score games in his college coaching career. 15-29, bad, Josh. Not good.
I was leaning that way.
15-29 is not good. But, however, there is a silver lining here. 15 of those games took place in his year ones. So at
okay, I think I remember this stat line.
Just to
Sure.
familiarize yourself with this. 15 of those games took place in year one. So year one at Temple, year one at Baylor, year one at Nebraska. And in those 15 games, he went 1-14. Right? So they didn't win. They haven't won a lot of games in his year ones. That's not new news to anybody. So 14-15 in year 2 and beyond. Last year at Nebraska, year 2, he was 2-5. If you look ahead to year 3s, He's had 2 year threes at Temple and Baylor. 2-1 in 1-score games year 3 at Temple. 5-2 in 1-score games year 3 at Baylor. That was when he went to the Big 12 championship and then took the NFL job after that. So as we apply this to this season, how good you are here will obviously tell the story of the season. Can they flip from being by far the worst team in the Big Ten in this category over recent years to average? And can they flip it to even good? This is where like we talk about what do they need, and we'll do turnovers and sacks and all that stuff. But like, I think the offense is going to be better. I think the defense is going to be fine. Right. I think they'll be good on defense. I think the special teams is going to be better. I think Nebraska's floor is undoubtedly higher than it has been in the previous 2 years. That'll take care of a lot of it. That could bump you up a win or two. And, given Nebraska's schedule this year, maybe it bumps you up even further than that. But if the variable of flipping these 1-score losses into 1-score wins and having the dream, that Jack Mitchell always proffers this dream, like one day we will be rewarded for all of the sacrifices we've had to make.
The coin will flip 23 times the other way eventually.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. It's not just flipping normally. It's literally flipping over entirely.
Yeah.
One day
Jack talks about that a lot.
One day we will get what we have paid for. And it will be sweet and it will be beautiful. If you think that's going to happen this year, then you would have basically no problem, whatever, you tell me how many games they're going to play that are 1-score games. Maybe we can figure that out in this segment, right? Like, you think they're going to play 6 1-score games. If you think they're going to win 5 of them, they're going to the playoff. I'm dead serious. If that flips over to 5-1, you went 5-2 at Baylor in year 3. If you flip that over to you play half your games that are 1-score games. I mean, maybe it ends up being more than that, and you win way more than you lose. Losing is the outlier. You're going to win 10 games. You're going to the playoff. You're going to have a pretty good chance to go to the playoff anyway, right? So that's where you could get really optimistic. You could get really, really, really optimistic. I tend to think about, the football aspects of this, but really what it's the season is going to come down to how many of these games do you play and how many are you able to win? And so we can go look at the schedule right now and try and sort of map it out. Just let's vibe it out a little bit here, Josh.
Okay.
Cincinnati, 1-score game, yes or no? I say no.
I would say no. Maybe, hey, nobody did anything the first half because it's the first half, but generally I would say no.
Akron.
No.
Houston Christian, a.k.a. HCU.
Better not be.
Meat Chicken.
No.
More than a 1-score loss. More than a 1-score win.
I'm not ready to rule.
I'll say yes on this one.
Okay.
Michigan State.
Yeah.
Agreed. Maryland. I say
no.
Yeah. Minnesota.
Yeah.
You bet. You know it. You know it deep down. Northwestern.
Oh, yeah.
I think I'm a little less sure on that one, but yeah, given history, yeah. USC.
Yeah, okay. Sure. Why not?
UCLA.
Yeah.
Penn State.
No.
Iowa.
Yeah.
So we got 7.
Okay.
We got 7 without even really blinking. Is it possible that,
it could be 5, it could be 8.
Yeah, USC is going to beat Nebraska by 10 or Nebraska is going to beat UCLA by 10 or something like that. Like, sure. But we're basically looking at half their schedule is going to be 1-score games. And you didn't even do Michigan because you weren't ready to rule yet, which is fair for the record.
I mean,
which is fair.
I need to know what Michigan looks like with and without their coach before.
So you're saying half their games. I'm saying more than, about half their games, if not more than half their games. if they win 6 out of 7 one-score games, they're going to win 10. Because you're saying that they're going to beat Cincinnati, you're saying they're going to beat Akron, you're saying they're going to beat Houston Christian. That gets you to 9 right there off the bat. And then the other one was Maryland. That's 10. And then Penn State is a one-score or a more than one-score loss. And we weren't sure about Michigan. And then there's a loss, another loss in there, one of the one-score games. So, I mean, if I'm not allowing myself to do that because it's just such a far flip. It's just such a drastic change overnight.
Feels like a lot.
But and other teams in the league are like so good at this stuff. Nebraska might be good. I don't know if they are yet, but they have not proven that they are very good at this stuff.
Even if they got a little bit better, they'd still be not great.
They've actually proven that they are the team to have this. I mean, they've also played. Think about that too. Go back to Sam's list. I mean, they have played more one-score games than just about anybody in the league, which means if, generally other teams are looking at it and they're saying, well, if we drag Nebraska into this pit, they're not going to have enough to get over the top. They will blow up at the end of games. Iowa has been doing it for years. Iowa's like, we're going to drag them in. We're going to drag them into the mud. It's going to be close. Maybe they grab a lead on us. We don't care. They will do something completely idiotic at the end of football games, and we will win. And other teams, I think, see that too. And so if Nebraska all of a sudden flips from being a horrible, horrific team in this category to a good to great team or lucky team in this category, yeah, I mean, it flips around really, really fast. Really fast. And that's where you're talking about the pop. I just can't do that yet because, like I said, I just think other teams have made it their thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like Minnesota is just, this is what Minnesota does. This is what Iowa does. This is what Northwestern has done before. This is what Michigan does. Michigan over that period of time. I mean, they're a different team now from when they won a national championship, but they're still really talented and they play football in a very similar manner, right? Maybe their quarterback throws in a little bit more, turnover variance this year because he's a freshman and he does a bunch of different things compared to the quarterbacks they have had. But 13-3, make no mistake about it. I mean, that's significant. That's how you win a national championship. It's both being good and lucky at the same time. So I don't know. I was thinking about that, and that's where you could really start dreaming. Brian writes in on the text line.
Hi, Brian.
And I heard it correctly. I believe two of those wins that Nebraska had, so the 5 and 23, 2 of those wins, Nebraska was up by 2 scores late and gave up some garbage points to make it a 1-score game. Oh, that is funny. That's funny. So Sam wrote this. Only Illinois and Washington played anywhere near the same number of 1-score games as Nebraska did over that period of time. One component of Nebraska's record is the unforgettable 2021 season, which might be metrically the strongest Nebraska team since the Bo Pelini era. Played an astounding 8-9 win teams. 5 of them won at least 10 games and lost to them all. 7 of those losses were 1-score games. Yeah, 2021 was bad, folks. And then some of these teams like Ohio State, they just don't play 1-score games because they're just so much better than everybody else.
Sure.
But make no mistake about it, Nebraska's going to play a bunch of them, and it will determine whether they have a good season or not. I think we got a couple tweets here from, let's see. This is Matt, who sent a couple tweets at 1620 The Zone. Thank you, Matt.
A very good Twitter account.
It's not a probability thing. It's because Nebraska's offense hasn't been able to score for years. Look at how often they've scored more than 20 in Big Ten games. The offense struggles to execute clutch plays when they present themselves. And last year, we fielded a team that couldn't execute a field goal for half a season. The whole chasing 3 thing was supposed to be about fixing it, but that was mostly just talk. The reality is the offense and special teams coaching was very subpar for the Big Ten. It's not a matter of luck. Matt, I mean, no doubt. I mean, some of it is luck, but it's not all just like, hey, Nebraska was by far the unlucky. They probably were by far the unluckiest team. Maybe I don't have any evidence to necessarily prove that, but you're right about the other stuff, the causes that get to that point.
Yeah.
The idea is that Nebraska has a capable offense this year and capable special teams, and that will make up for some of the shortcomings that Matt is talking about, who just tweeted into the show. But then the question is, can you get the luck on top of that? Right? Can you get a couple breaks? And all of a sudden that changes your season from 8 wins to 9 wins to 10, or 7 to 8 to 9, or something like that. There is, and they do have a reasonable schedule for it. I don't know. You could get cooking. Jeff writes in.
Hi, Jeff.
Someone should rank these games and maybe name it Groin Kick Chronicles or something.
Interesting.
Just an idea. Well, I've only heard of the Groin Kiss Chronicles.
Yeah.
All of the best Nebraska wins. All 5 of those games are on there.
It was an exhaustive list. Want to thank Stibbs and Ian for helping us put that together.
Yeah, it was well produced.
It's coming shortly.
It's coming out soon. So 1-score games. Matt Rule combined in year 3s, 7-3. Completely flipped from his first 2 years at either of his first 2 jobs.
Okay.
Completely flipped.
I like 7-3.
7-3 sounds pretty sweet, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That would help Nebraska.
Could you
out quite a
imagine
bit.
if Nebraska was 7-3?
Period, or just in 1-score games?
Just period. It'd be fun.
It would be. It'd be a lot better than many other results, Josh. Then you have a chance to beat Penn State and Iowa to get to 9.
And a bowl
that
game
would be
get you-
easy.
Bowl game would get you to 10.
They definitely wouldn't go 7-6 in that scenario. Lose all 3 of those games and lose the bowl. Lose the bowl game. All right. MLB reaction, overreaction. That's what's coming up next. And now, yes, I still do have another spreadsheet I'd like to dive into.
Hell yes.
This one involves turnovers. Luck is a topic today on the show.
Okay. Luck be a lady tonight.
Before we do take a break, though, I'd like to remind you that this week's Zone Deal is a $40 voucher to Exarban Cinema ACX. You'll receive 4 $10 vouchers, each voucher good for 1 movie admission for just $20. You got that?
Got it.
Josh, what are you getting? You're getting 4 $10 vouchers, each voucher good for 1 movie admission, which is a $40 value for just $20.
I'm telling you, honey, we're going to the movies. We don't have to share the large popcorn, baby. We each get our
Exarban
own.
and Elkhorn, splurge in the popcorn, get a whiskey, Coke, whatever you want to do. Josh and John have free ones throughout the remainder of the week, so stay tuned for that. Or the Zone Deal goes on sale Friday at 9, 1620thezone.com. Matt has another tweet.
Hello, Matt.
About what is luck and what is not luck.
What is love?
What is luck? Baby, don't hurt me. There's your parody song.
I'm really bad at producing music, or we would do that more.
Also, could double in our conversation that we'll have later in the show. What's the worst song of all time?
Oh, okay.
That song sucks. Hot take.
You either love that song or you hate it.
Yeah, and you should hate it. Now, maybe do you have good feelings about it because they did it on, Night at the Roxbury?
That's where I'm torn. Is that it's a bad song, but I have good memories of it.
It holds a good place in your heart. Okay. Matt's tweet was this: look at the Illinois overtime. Should have never gotten there because we couldn't execute. Then the coaching staff got badly out schemed on both sides of the ball. Bielema nuked Rule in overtime. He did. Well, I don't know if Bielema nuked Rule, but Nebraska got nuked in overtime.
The NU stands for nuked.
Nice. And I had never seen a 3rd and 42 from your own side of the field and over. I was on the field watching it all unfold, and I thought, is this real? Because I was in the northeast corner, and all of a sudden they were on the other side of the field. I'm like, what's going on? They're supposed to be scoring right in front of me. The football is supposed to be happening right there. Right there. Instead, it was way clear down there. I was triggered about it. As many were. All right, MLB reaction, overreaction. We are through the trade deadline. We are heading into the stretch. Do you want to be hot right now? Maybe it's too early, but you'd rather be hot than cold. And you'd rather have Major League Baseball players on your roster than not. Shout out to the Minnesota Twins.
Yes.
So without further ado, let's see what the writers have cooked up for us.
Take number 1 from the writers today. The Miami Marlins are not dead yet.
Now, the Marlins have this thing where, this is a great segue, I think, because it goes right back to the luck factor. For whatever reason, once every 10 or 15 years, the Miami Marlins just come out of nowhere and they're like, you know what? We don't have any good players, but we're going to win the World Series. And it's weird. Or they win a playoff series against the Cubs. Like, what was that? The COVID year?
Yeah.
Just weird stuff happens with Miami. So,
hey, did you know we're the only franchise with a winning record against the Yankees or something like that?
No, that was like their first time sweeping the Yankees like ever.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
That's what the stat was this weekend. Yeah. I saw it a whole bunch.
They are the only franchise who has never lost the World Series.
No, the Braves eliminated them in that COVID year.
No, the World Series.
Oh, okay.
They have never lost in the World Series.
Yes, that is correct. 2-0.
Yeah.
They have lost a playoff series. One playoff series.
No, they've lost. Was it just that? You might be right, Josh.
I believe it was, yes, because Marlins fan was like, we've never lost a playoff series. Yeah, we're going to win the World Series. I'm like, no, you're not. Met the Braves, lost.
Have you met the Braves? Hold on. Let me actually see this real quick. So they've lost 2 playoff series. They went to the wild card in 2023.
Yeah.
And lost the NLDS in 20. That would have been to your boys, I think.
Yes.
And then the other 2 times they've ever made the playoffs, they won the World Series. It's stupid.
They have,
but you get my point. These guys, for whatever reason, are kissed by God.
Yes.
They are in the groin kiss chronicles.
They are.
For sure. So they have now won 5 straight series coming out of the break, and they've done it against some really good teams. Kansas City, San Diego, Milwaukee, St. Louis, and capped it off this weekend with a sweep of the Yankees. They didn't really do anything at the deadline. They didn't move they didn't buy or sell.
Of course not.
They stood pat. I would say that there is still a pretty sizable, I believe, 8.5 game gap between them and the postseason at the moment.
They are 6 games out of the final wild card spot.
It's an interesting little story. We'll see what happens over the next couple weeks here for them, because I think they're in Houston right now.
Yeah.
And
a 4-gamer against 5 games in 4 days against the Braves.
I don't know how many other teams join this conversation in the NL at this point, because it's pretty Like it's pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
You got the top 2 teams in each division, and that's kind of it. There's a huge gap between everyone else, right? Philly and New York, Milwaukee, Chicago, and then LA and San Diego. And that's it. I don't know. There's really no room for anybody else. Obviously, there is exactly no room for anybody else because that's how many playoff spots there are. But Miami's the closest right now. They're the ones that are knocking on the door. So they're hot right now. So we'll see. I do think they are dead because those other teams are really good.
Yeah, but they're right in that spot, like where you're in that clubhouse. You're saying, "Hey, let's not give up yet, boys. Let's not give up yet." Like
that could be a powerful thing, Josh. I wouldn't tell the Marlins that because they'll believe you.
Idiots.
Yeah. Well, I guess Cincinnati. So the top team out of the wild card right now is Cincinnati, then St. Louis, then San Francisco and Miami are tied right about 500. I mean, you're going to need to win. You're going to need to win 90 games at least to get into the playoffs, probably.
Yeah, the Padres
In the
hold that
NL.
last spot, and I mean, they're just going to get better after the trade deadline here.
And speaking of,
I didn't know I did that. I'm sorry.
You did it.
Take number 2. The 2 most active buyers at the deadline gave themselves a real shot to win the World Series.
Cover your ears, Stibbs, in a good way. We're talking about the San Diego Padres and the Seattle Mariners, which, by the way, would you mind that as a World Series?
I wouldn't mind it at all.
It'd be kind of fun, wouldn't it?
I was kind of thinking over the weekend, I was like, what if the Padres and the Mariners went to the World Series?
Seattle went and got Eugenio Suarez and Josh Naylor. San Diego paid a huge price to go get Mason Miller on top of J.P. Sears and Ramon Laureano and Ryan O'Hearn and Freddie Fermin. Shout out to them former Royals cast-offs. Freddie wasn't a cast-off. O'Hearn was. But San Diego beefed up. They might have done the best for themselves in the NL, where the Cubs weren't really able to pull anything off. The Mets went really heavy on bullpen and paid a steep price to get there. I mean, San Diego had to trade like the third best prospect in their system, but I mean, feels like they maybe got a better reliever for a lesser price when we talk about Rogers versus Mason Miller. And then, you know, the other the Philly went and did some stuff, but the Dodgers not much, Milwaukee not much. At the deadline, like San Diego, this is classic them. They're going to go out and make moves. This is classic AJ Preller and classic Jerry DiPoto just doing deals, especially at the deadline, especially when they feel like they have a chance to win it. I mean, they did give themselves a real shot to win the World Series. I don't think I would have said that really about either team going into the deadline.
And the last few years, given the baseball playoffs, where it's just kind of
dance, baby.
It's just kind of random. That last team or two that gets in seems to, you know, they always, well, we've been playing playoff baseball since August. So yeah, and
there's something to that, though.
There is, absolutely.
Yeah, there's something to that.
Take number 3. The Twins organization saved a little face by also trading Johan.
I think it's Johan. It's been said a bunch of different ways.
Johan Duran's closer entrance sequence.
Okay, have you seen this?
So, okay, I saw the video of like, hey, thank you to the Twins for trading this over. I thought they meant, hey, when we traded for the player, we got all this.
That's not in the deal.
This was an actual transaction? Like
No, not like a separate transaction. The Twins did a good faith thing.
Johan. That's what Travis says. I trust Travis.
I have never known, even though I've seen him pitch against my favorite team a billion times.
We're idiots.
Johan.
Yeah.
All right. Definitely get that right every time. Like they just gave it to him. So the Twins have, you know, they made a lot of positive noise over the last couple of years because they were at the forefront of these closer entrance sequences. You can't just have a closer come into the game anymore.
Nah.
It has to be a production. There's a light show, there's songs. Maybe Edwin Diaz was probably the first. Remember he did the remember that?
Other players were using it before that, but that's fine.
All right, Josh, calm down. But they made a production out of it. The Twins made a huge production out of Duran. And so it's a really difficult to program sequence where you just hit a button and all of it starts going. So they didn't have to do that. They didn't have to send that to Philly.
Okay.
And they did in good faith. They were like, hey, we have to do this. I think this is like for the greater good of the sport. I want to see this continue on. And so they sent the Twins sent the Phillies their stuff. And they were able to program it and get it in for his first appearance in Philly, I think, over the weekend.
Okay.
Now, the Twins have taken a lot of crap from baseball lately because they traded their entire team and decided not to try anymore.
I'm going to guess Twins fans don't care.
Probably not. But from a baseball perspective, I'm glad that they did this.
Good job. That's cool of you.
I don't think they probably saved any face, but thanks. I don't know what you can do to earn that good faith back. But I'm not like, how would you feel if you were part of the team of people that created this sequence and the president of baseball operations comes up at the end and he's like, hey, we're going to send this over. I think we have to do this. Would you be supportive of that? Because your art form gets to live on.
Yeah, I guess it lives on or it dies right there.
Right.
So, yeah.
Okay.
I definitely in the moment would not have thought of that. I would have been like, no, I made that.
Pretty good.
Some jerk over there has to make it.
Pretty good stuff.
Yeah.
So shout out to the Twins, but only in that situation.
Who thought of just asking for the file? I want to know that.
Well, it's not like a file. It's just like, yeah, I don't know all the equipment that they use and stuff like that, but they're able to program it down to a button.
Hey, can we just have your program? Like,
yeah, just send us the sequence. I don't want to program it. Just send it to us. Like, all right, cool.
Take number 4 from the Riders today. The Rockies, after getting absolutely blasted by the Blue Jays last night, will catch last year's White Sox in the loss column.
All right, so this took some math. The Rockies are now 30-82. That's a winning percentage of .268. The White Sox went 41-121 last year.
White Sox already have 42 wins.
So they're back, folks. The Rockies, with that .268 winning percentage, are pacing for about 43 wins this year, a little more than 43 wins. It's going to be razor thin, baby. It's going to be tight. Now, law of averages says that it's baseball and they'll win at a higher rate than .268, right? But they've been doing it for more than 120 games now.
Kind of are what you are.
110 games, I should say. Remember when they were 9-50?
I do.
That was ridiculous. We'll never be able to see that again, I don't think. That was crazy. They have improved a little bit, improved their winning percentage a little bit, improved their pace a little bit, but it's going to be real tight. We could be looking at a last day of the season situation.
So I got the Rockies schedule up.
Who are they
here.
playing?
Well, I don't know if you know this. They play in the NL West.
Yeah. So they play the Dodgers.
They play the Dodgers. They play the Diamondbacks. They play the Padres. Let's see. The Cubs are in here. The Astros are in here.
Who do they play on the last day of the season?
The San Francisco Giants.
Okay.
Now, the series before that, they play at Seattle.
Okay.
So.
They might. I mean, that could go one of two ways. Maybe they're all clinched up by then. I don't know. Just we might be watching some Rockies baseball in the final week of the regular season.
Just a little. Keep your eye on it.
Just keep your eye on it. And
the final take from the Riders. Thank you, Riders. The Royals are the worst base running team of all time.
That's right, Riders. I have no definitive evidence to prove this, nor do I want to talk about it anymore.
Okay.
But they suck at that specific part. Just a lot of the things that made the Royals when they were winning.
Okay, that's true.
They're just they're not there.
Lorenzo Cain, one of the fastest individuals I've ever seen in my life.
It's not that they don't have fast guys, although they do have two like really slow guys, and they're everyday mainstays, and they're like They have two of the slowest guys in the league, and that's Salvador Perez and Vinny Pasquantino. Sorry, but they are. And I think they probably know that. But it's not just that they don't have fast guys. They do. I mean, Bobby Witt Jr. is probably one of the fastest guys in the league. They just make horrific decisions on the base paths. Horrific decisions. So just a lot of that stuff where you need to be good in the margins. You can't run into extra outs. It's just not there. That is why I can't really believe in this team. If they start playing better baseball and this kind of goes away, this idea that they're not really a fundamentally sound, ball knowing, IQ having baseball team, if that narrative goes away, then maybe I'll buy it. But I just can't. I can't convince myself that they'll do something special because they don't do the little stuff right.
4 games out of the wild card.
I know, but they're frustrating. They're frustrating. They've been winning. They've won 4 straight series. I'm frustrated though.
They are 1 game under 500.
Yeah. Mustache Adam writes in.
Hi, Mustache.
Would you say that Connor is better at stealing things than the Royals? It's not that they can't steal bases. It's just that they do stupid stuff. They just do. They run into outs constantly. They get picked off. And it's not like they're getting caught stealing all the time. I tried to look up some base running stats last night, and they were too confusing even for my baseball pilled brain to think.
Whoa, hello.
There's too much stuff going on, and a lot of them are individual. They had some stuff on Baseball Savant. I'm just going to tell you, I'm going to eye test this one. I'm going to Will Bonnet. They suck.
Look, that's enough sometimes.
Thank you. That is baseball reaction overreaction. Thank you, Riders. Back to your cave. And soon you will turn into football writers.
Yeah, start watching some tape.
It's coming up just a few weeks. We'll be back and round at the hour. Coming up on 1620 The Zone. Last night, I actually didn't parachute in at all. I was just watching from afar on the internet's discussion of what the worst song of all time is. Now, this is a very wide open and subjective question. So, as you can imagine, the internet did not come to a consensus on what the worst song of all time was. But I thought it was an interesting sort of discussion. I'll give you a smattering of thoughts from said internet. I was introduced to this discourse that was going on last night by this tweet. Worst songs of all time discussion. I'm a little surprised that I have seen no mention of All About That Bass, a truly vile song.
Yeah, that song's garbage.
Great take by Richard on Twitter. And then I'll read you some more. Happy by Pharrell.
Overplayed, but not the worst song of all time.
I kind of agree with that, Josh, although it really gets under your skin after you hear it 400 times.
Oh, it's in one of those Minions movies, I'm aware.
How about Hey Leonardo, a.k.a. She Likes Me for Me by Blessed Union of Souls?
Wow, what a pull.
She likes me for me.
I wouldn't have considered it. No.
But I will throw in a 90s song that everybody really enjoys. That I think I just, for whatever reason, I cannot stand it.
Oh.
I cannot stand this song. It is
Semi-Charmed Life.
That song sucks.
It's about drugs.
Oh, it's about drugs. That song sucks. If I hear someone say do 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 do, bad things are going to happen.
I mean, perfect moment in time for me. It was a happy song that was about drugs. I was in junior high. I was like,
I bet.
My parents don't know this is about drugs, so I can listen to it at school. They think it's happy.
That song stinks. Truly, truly an awful song. People love that song.
Yeah.
People
interesting pull from
you know when people love that for me, well, I mean, it was a song obviously that came out in the 90s, but like people really liked it in college when I was in college, and like because we were into 90s music in college again. I don't know. Sure. Don't ask questions, but like that's what it was. And I just heard that song so many times, and that was probably why. Another one, Any Way You Want It by Journey.
Oh,
pretty bad song.
Yeah, that's a pretty bad song.
Now, the one that always came up on this, I remember having this discussion at a different point in my life. And the one that commonly came up was We Built This City.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah. Jefferson Starship or Jefferson Airplane or Jefferson or Airplane or Starship, whichever it was.
It's got to be your airplane.
That song is bad.
That is
that song is truly bad.
In every BuzzFeed slideshow. Yes, that is in there somewhere in the top 10.
Someone said any song by the Chainsmokers, which I could subscribe to probably. Also, Dance Monkey.
Dance Monkey?
No, Dance Monkey. It's not the Funky Monkey. It's the person like sings in a really high pitched voice. You remember that song? It's probably from like, I don't know, 10 years ago or something like that.
2019 Dance Monkey by Tones and I.
That's it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it. That song is awful.
I'm not familiar, and I'd like to keep it that way.
You are.
I am.
You've heard that song. Somebody says that the worst song of all time is "Don't Stop Believing," which I overplayed, but not probably on the list for me.
Yeah, it wouldn't make my list.
What do we got coming on the YouTube?
Good
there?
Submission Friday by Rebecca Black.
Yeah, I almost don't even like that song. You can't even count. I mean, that was like purposefully made to be bad.
Yeah, some of those novelty songs, like Barbie Girl. Let's take those out of this.
Yeah, like a song that is trying to be a good song, but just is absolute ass.
That like people were feeling that song.
Yes,
like
even better.
People loved All About That Bass, and I'm like, what? what are we doing here?
Well, unfortunately,
this woman singing has no bass.
I've told this story before, Josh, but like 2014 World Series, Royals are getting ready to play the Giants, and I'm sitting there glued to my TV, and they're getting ready to do the World Series Open. They always do creative and cool things for the World Series Open.
Sure.
And it was all the Royals and Giants players dancing to All About That Bass. And I was like, dear God, no, this is horrible. They usually do something like epic and it's like a symphony and it's epic, it's just really, really cool. And they were dancing behind like fluorescent screens to All About That Bass. It was disgusting. And that's how I always have to remember the 2014 World Series. That and Salvador Perez never being able to get a hit.
There's a Wikipedia page titled List of Music Considered the Worst.
Okay. Now this is just kind of music or songs?
Songs.
What do we got on there? By the way, David says, "Come on, Eileen." Wrong. That song is actually good.
Kevin Federline's 2006 album.
The whole thing?
Yeah.
Poor K-Fed.
Never
said that before.
Oh, here it is. Songs. Okay. Songs.
Achy Breaky Heart. Good one.
Ebony and Ivory from Paul McCartney and Stevie Wonder. Do people hate that song?
Okay. I get it. I get it. I get where people are coming from on that one.
Susu Studio.
Pretty bad. And ironically, of course, used in American Psycho.
Yeah. Kokomo. Ice Ice Baby.
Okay, no. Stop reading this list if they put Kokomo on there. Kokomo rocks.
It's just Wikipedia.
Aruba. Jamaica. No, that song rules.
Cotton Eye Joe.
Yeah. But once again, kind of an ironic.
Yeah.
Kind of an ironic
Nookie
song.
from Limp Bizkit. Thong Song. Who Let the Dogs Out? I kind of put Who Let the Dogs Out in the novelty.
Yeah. No, I don't agree with this
You're
list.
Beautiful from James Blunt, which has seen a resurgence in a Google commercial or something like that.
Has it? Oh no.
Yeah.
It's bad, but not the worst.
Rockstar from Nickelback.
No, that song is not bad at all.
Baby from Justin Bieber.
That song is repetitive and bad, but not the worst.
I wouldn't.
Yeah. Many people mentioned the Rebecca Black Friday song. It's just like I can't even put it on here because it's barely even a song in my head.
Somebody maybe they feel this way, maybe they're just playing to the crowd here, but Sweet Caroline, awful.
That's a great take, Travis. You rock for that take. Somebody mentioned 500 Miles, the Vanessa Carlton.
Oh,
No, that song's good.
Yeah.
Disagree. As you guys have noticed, Venmo Chris says the thing that we probably needed to, we did say at the beginning, but we're giving our takes on music on this show. So Venmo Chris writes in, also, music is subjective. You're right. So as you could have predicted, there was no resolution to the question of what is the worst song of all time on the internet.
Yeah,
but I think it's a fun conversation to have, because it invites you all to join in on the conversation, and I get to see how bad your music taste is.
Because there are X number of people listening, they all have an opinion on it, and and that is one that we're like, okay, I'm going to stop sending emails or doing whatever I'm also doing.
I was
I'm
really
gonna laser in here.
I was really drawn to the conversation because of the first tweet I saw about it. I was like, you know what? All About That Bass is the worst song. I hadn't really thought about it that way, but that song does suck. So I was like, I got to find out more.
Yeah, it doesn't get included in these lists a lot, and it should.
Yeah, it does. Oh, no. Texter was talking about 500 Miles. The I would
song.
walk
Yeah.
500.
Okay.
That's good. Yeah, that's a bad song for sure. What's the Vanessa Carlton song? 1,000 miles.
Yeah.
Idiot.
She's
such an idiot.
She saw 500 miles and said, I can do more.
A double. Why not double it? Wow, Californication by Red Hot Chili Peppers is the wote, says Texture from the 402.
That song and album were a monster when I was growing up. Like, that was a huge album. And since then, people have turned on it.
Somebody That I Used to Know by Gautier.
Oh.
That is that. Thanks, Mustache Adam. That song is like made a resurgence. They're doing remixes to it.
Yeah,
now.
I had to play that on FM radio when I was working. That's how old I am.
Kenneth says, "Let's get it started." That song was so big.
Yeah, every sports game had that as its intro.
That song was just like perfectly made for sports. And so it was.
Once they changed the title,
it was everywhere. It was like that. And Mike sent in a text about a YouTube comment about this earlier. The remember the name, like remember the name was perfect, and the Eminem song, where he pukes and the mom spaghetti and all that stuff.
Lose Yourself.
All of those songs are just like made for sports, and they got played over and over and over and over again in sports circles.
Like I cannot hear the song Timber from Pitbull and Kesha without thinking of that
playoffs.
That NBA playoffs. I don't know what year that song came out, but that song makes me think of the NBA playoffs.
That is a YouTube video that I go watch sometimes. The Pitbull remix with Timber to the NBA playoffs, and instead of saying Timber, Pitbull says playoffs. So good. All right, thanks for communicating with us on that one. Now we get to judge you guys, which is exciting. Back after this on 1620 The Zone. Okay.
Playoffs.
All right, so I watched it. I watched the YouTube video during the break. It's great. I tweeted it out at Happer Show. If you would like to check out the Pitbull Kesha NBA playoffs on ESPN remix featuring very famous athletes like Steph Curry, LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, Kevin Durant. They're all in there. And then there's also Pitbull saying, playoffs. Exactly. That was the whole thing. It's so good. What was it about 2014 that had such bad music? Was there any good songs in 2014, Josh?
Okay.
Can you check on this for me? Because we have two horrible examples to start with.
Hot 100 singles of 2014. Happy.
Horrible.
One of the songs that I think is the worst song ever. Dark Horse from Katy Perry
Horrible.
featuring Juicy J.
Horrible.
All of Me from John Legend. That has its place.
No, actually that song sucks too.
Fancy.
Oh, what kind of fancy?
Iggy Azalea.
Oh yeah.
I'm so fancy.
Oh my God, that song sucks. What happened in 2014?
Counting Stars from One Republic.
Not very good. Definitely not one of One Republic's best.
Omaha's Favorite Son, Jason Derulo, Talk Dirty.
No, terrible.
All About That Bass.
Terrible.
Stay With Me from Sam Smith.
Bad.
Timber.
Bad. Well, actually, I kind of enjoy that song, but Pitbull didn't need to jump on there and talk about the playoffs.
Shake It Off from Taylor Swift.
Bad.
Whoa.
One of Taylor Swift's worst.
The Monster, Eminem and Rihanna.
That song's okay.
Say Something, A Great Big World featuring Christina Aguilera.
Say Something. I don't know about that.
That's a really slow one.
Okay.
Sounds like it could be at the beginning of Up.
Okay.
Let's see. There was one I just saw. Royals from Lord.
Still played weekly on the Connor Happer Show.
That's right.
But probably not the best. Not the best song.
Demons, Imagine Dragons.
Anything really Imagine Dragons.
Chandelier from Sia.
Dude, I'm telling you, this is really bad.
Yeah.
I mean, if you put 2014 up against like any other year ever, it might lose.
Yeah.
I shouldn't say any other year ever. I mean, I don't know what happened in music in like
1945, probably a bad year for music.
Probably a bad year. Like any time before that. But anything after the war, Josh, 2014 might have been the worst year for music we've ever had. And that includes now. And none of the songs are good now.
Yeah, music is
in a dire place at the moment. It's all being created by people on YouTube and Mr. Beast.
And all the songs are 17 seconds long.
The songs aren't long enough.
If Jack Black sings in the Minecraft movie, it's on the charts. It was 39 seconds long.
If you look at the charts, it's all the stuff, because I do sometimes, because I like knowing I like to see what's going on, you know, the popular music. So I'll go to Spotify and I'll go to the charts. And the problem with it is anytime anyone releases an album, anytime anyone famous releases an album, all the songs are on the top.
Yes.
So like Morgan Wallen puts out an album. It's like the top 15 songs are all Morgan Wallen songs. Bieber just did one last week.
Yeah.
It was all Bieber songs. And so I'm like, you got to catch it really at the right time, like on a Tuesday or something like that.
Because it's so rare that someone most people have heard of put out an album.
And you do, and you see it, and it's all stuff that just is for whatever reason viral on TikTok. And sometimes that's songs that were released in 2009.
Yeah.
You
Well,
know?
it just got hot again. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe
Somebody made a funny TikTok to it.
Maybe Stranger Things played a song from 1987 and it's
Yeah.
back on the charts.
Made a
because
resurgence.
Gen Z thinks they invented this song.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow. 2014. And the Royals went to the World Series. And they danced to All About That Bass.
A couple of poll questions up on Happer Show on Twitter. Was 1945 a bad time for music? And was 2014 the worst year for music?
Please vote.
Also, heads or tails is up there, and the results will shock you.
I bet they will. I bet they will. I'm curious to see who wins that by one vote when
it will be your vote
when we discuss that. You know what would be the best if that was like our most voted on poll question of the year or something like that.
Yes.
And it was just 50-50 the entire time. It's fantastic. B-Red says Gen Z is making bad music relevant again. Disgusting. They are.
Mm-hmm. Good take.
They are. They can't make their own, so they're making bad music their own. Bad old music their own. What a weird bit. All right, Josh. I don't feel like talking about my other spreadsheet right now, so we'll bank that for.
It's not going anywhere. You can do it Thursday.
We'll bank it for a couple minutes at least, and potentially until Thursday because I'm out tomorrow. So I saw this article from The Athletic over the weekend, and I got triggered.
Oh no!
All right. So, number one, it's about conference realignment, right? But not in the sense that a conference realignment is imminent or that this would ever happen. It is a fake, made-up fantasy la-la land of conference realignment.
Ooh.
But it surrounds the topic of basketball. And I've thought about this idea before in my head. What would how would our world look different if conference realignment wasn't run by football, it was driven by basketball? And so somebody, Jim Root, to be specific, sorted out all 364 teams in college basketball and recreated college basketball conferences based on what they would do if they had their own way in conference realignment.
Okay.
And I got to say, I don't like where this puts our local basketball teams. So let's roll through here real quick. Once again, why does conference realignment happen in football? Because those teams, well, for universities, but it's driven by football, right? Those teams want to be around either like-minded universities, but I do think that's almost a catch-all, right? Like-minded universities in the sense that we are football-pilled. We are football-oriented, and we care about football, and we're not ashamed to say it. Every school in the Big Ten and the SEC pretty much has that. The SEC a little bit more. They're a little bit more. They have more gravitas about it, right? They say it louder. The Big Ten's a little quieter about it, but truly they think that too. So think about the same thing with basketball. The Big 12 would look like this: Baylor, Houston, Iowa State, Kansas, Kansas State, Missouri, Oklahoma, Oklahoma State, Texas, Texas A&M, and Texas Tech. The SEC: Alabama, Arkansas, Auburn, Florida, Georgia, Kentucky, LSU, Mississippi, Mississippi State, Tennessee, and Vanderbilt. The Big Ten: Illinois, Indiana, Iowa, Michigan, Michigan State, Minnesota, Ohio State, Penn State, Purdue, and Wisconsin, and so on and so forth. The Big East has quite the change. The Big East is a combination of the current Big East and the old Big East. UConn, Georgetown, Pitt, Providence, don't know why they made it. Rutgers, Seton Hall, don't know why they made it. St. John's, Syracuse, Villanova, and West Virginia. Once again, I don't know why Seton Hall and Providence are in here. I can't figure out why they got picked compared to some of the other schools. But those are basically your power conferences in this, once again, very fake fantasy world. He writes about this new Big East. They murdered DePaul. They got DePaul out of there, and DePaul has now become an after run. That conference is now much more concentrated on the East Coast with its 10-team membership reminiscent of a streamlined version of the Big East classic 6-team alignment. Rutgers, West Virginia, Syracuse, and Pittsburgh are all back where they belong, but they had to keep those East Coast teams. That's why Seton Hall and Providence got the go. So where does DePaul go Well, they go into this rando new Midwestern conference.
Ooh.
It's called the Central Conference. It's a brand new conference. It's made up of afterthoughts from Big Ten and Big East country. And here they are. Butler, Creighton, Dayton, DePaul, Loyola Chicago, Marquette, Memphis, Nebraska, Notre Dame, Northwestern, and St. Louis.
Whoa.
And that's when I got triggered. What is this? Don't ever put this on the internet ever again, The Athletic. Never, ever, ever again.
What? Even Notre Dame as a basketball brand is better than that conference that was created there.
It's very very odd because you have like, but once again, we're talking about it in a world where like the football money doesn't matter. So you have to strip everybody basically of their power conference
status. Yeah.
Everybody kind of becomes the same. But even then, so I think we're talking about basketball like prowess here.
Okay.
But so think about this. Who are the big dogs in this conference? Basketball.
Big dog.
Butler, Creighton, Dayton, DePaul, Loyola Chicago, Marquette, Memphis, Nebraska, Notre Dame, Northwestern, and St. Louis.
Marquette.
It's Marquette and Creighton.
Creighton.
It's Marquette and Creighton every year. And then like maybe there's some Nebraska, Notre Dame, Northwestern stuff going on.
Maybe they pop one
and
every 4 or 5 years.
Maybe Butler or something like that. I looked at this conference and I said, I'm glad that I never have to think about this again.
I was
because
like, what?
This is a fake world.
What could have possibly triggered him about this? And he's going through it. And I'm like, okay, and where's the trigger? There's the trigger. Okay.
Sam writes into the show a couple of things. Number one, I already know this article. It appears that Sam has been triggered about this before.
Sure.
His original sin in the article is limiting conference size for a double round robin. It led to his weird leftovers Creighton, Nebraska conference. Creighton and Nebraska were in the same conference. That would be a disaster, and that would be horrible. I would not want that. I like them in their own separate universes, you know? And then they get together in December, they play a game, and there's yappity yaps all year long, but just from afar, right? They don't live in the same worlds. Big Ten people don't know Big East people. Big East people don't know Big Ten people. And it just goes, you know, we just go off about our business. Sam writes in, tired. Nebraska has never made it to the semifinals of the Big Ten tournament. Wired. Nebraska has never made it to the semifinals of the Central Conference, which apparently now exists. And then all the other like tiny baby conferences, they basically exist in the exact same way. I don't know why this article happened.
August, baby.
Other than to get me angry about it.
Get you talking about this article.
I don't know. Did anyone talk about, let's see. Did it get any comments? Did anybody comment in? Oh, it got 324 comments.
Sure.
Let's go read.
Whenever somebody posts online, here's my conference realignment on the big dumb video game, I always stop and look. I'm like, okay, what'd this person do?
So many people are offended by this. This is amazing. I'm not sure who will be in. This is a comment. I'm not sure who will be insulted more, New England or Drexel / Hofstra for being lumped together. That's my first takeaway from this. Liam said Xavier, Cincinnati, Dayton, Marquette, Creighton, Louisville, Pitt, Notre Dame, Northwestern, and Butler would be an elite Midwest conference. Mostly traditional basketball schools, all in close proximity with great rivalries, sticking to Cincy schools with Florida teams, sticking the Cincinnati schools with Florida teams and some random mid-majors is criminal. Let's see where Cincinnati ended up in this. Cincinnati and Xavier. Where did they go? Oh, the Eastern Conference, which is also made up. Cincinnati, FAU, Florida State, Miami, Richmond, South Carolina, South Florida, Central Florida, VCU, and Xavier. Oh my God, they should be even more triggered. Cincinnati, handshake meme, Omaha being triggered by this article.
Wow.
And having two major college basketball teams that apparently live in no man's land in the world as college hoops are seen. Anyway, that's stupid. And we can pretend like that never happened. And I guess we will.
I'm glad you got that off your chest.
Thank you. It's been on the rundown for a couple days, and I thought somebody has to know about this. Bigelow writes in. He knows about Jim Root. Jim Root, he of the three. Oh, is that my guy from the 3-man weave?
He said 3-man weave, and I was like, oh, doesn't Connor go to Vegas with the 3-man weave?
I didn't go to Vegas with the 3-man weave, but the 3-man weave were in Vegas, and I did see the 3 men of the weave.
Okay. You saw the weavers?
And I spoke with them. Mm-hmm. Is this one of the guys? If you're watching, is this one of those guys?
One of those two, Jim.
Is that Jim Root? Is it the tall guy with the glasses or the other guy with the hair? They all look the same to me.
Well, Jim, 3-man weave.
Okay. You want to put it back up?
Might be the tall guy with the glasses.
Damn it! Those guys were cool. I like them. Now they made a garbage basketball conference. Elitists.
I don't know. 2 of the guys kind of look alike.
I'm telling you, they all look the same. Sam writes in. Sam's been on this too. Should have at least put 2039 Big East invitee St. Thomas in the Central Division. He's been saying this for a very long time. That is happening, by the way.
It makes a lot of
That
sense.
is 100% happening. I don't even know if it'll take that long.
They're
We got 15 years.
They have a lot of money.
Yeah. They're
in a new footprint for the Big East.
Yeah, big city. It works out perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I don't even know if it'll take until 2039.
Maybe there's a contract that has to run out first that we're waiting on.
I have no idea. I mean, they just became an eligible Division I member like this year.
You know, those Summit media deals, they lock you in for the long term.
Yeah, they really trap you out there.
That's right.
Let's take a break and we'll rid ourselves of that topic. I know that's what you guys wanted to hear, conference realignment basketball chatter.
They were waiting for it.
I know.
And you're the one to give it to them.
I give you guys what you want. Back after this on 1620 The Zone. All right, a few minutes left here on the Connor Happer Show on 1620 The Zone. And on 1620thezone.com, please vote in all of our poll questions today, but more specifically, the one that reads heads or tails. We're doing something. I want to see something.
Play along, won't you?
Just want to see how it works out. The Athletic today came out with their 2025 Heisman draft. So each year they have 8 writers get together and then they draft the player that they think is going to win the Heisman Trophy. There is a point system. You get 15 points for picking the Heisman winner correctly, 9 points for getting second place, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, all the way down to 10th place. And then if you are invited to the Heisman ceremony, you get 5 bonus points. If you are the mid-season Heisman leader, you get 5 bonus points.
Is that a real thing?
Which I believe that, I don't know if that's official in any way, shape, or form, but
or is it just like the Athletics?
Maybe they all agree on something. Yeah. I don't know. So I was curious, and there is a reason I'm bringing it up, and you can imagine probably why. But before we get to that, I was curious of how they did last year.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Who was the number 1 pick last year? It was Carson Beck.
Sure.
He did not win the Heisman.
He did not. But preseason, he was.
Yep.
It was his.
Sure. Dylan Gabriel got 3rd in the Heisman last year. Luther Burden, the wide receiver from Missouri, did not win the Heisman, did not get in the top 10. Jalen Milroe was not a top 10 Heisman finisher last year. Quinn Ewers was not a top 10 Heisman finisher last year.
Could have told you that.
Nico Iamaleava, not a top 10 Heisman finisher last year. Travis Hunter, he won. 7th overall pick by Chris Fanini.
Good job, Chris.
Riley Leonard, not a top 10 Heisman guy last year. Jackson Fart, a.k.a. Jackson Dart, not a top 10 Heisman guy last year.
No.
So those are, that's 8 picks, and only 2 of them are in the top 5. And the winner was in there, but the rest of them weren't in the top 10, which is sort of fascinating. Other guys that were picked last year did include Dylan Raiola. I remember talking about this last year. He was the last pick in the draft.
Oh, that's right.
So he was the 4 times 8. He was the 32nd overall pick. He did not, of course, win the Heisman. But Bruce Feldman took a chance on him. Let's fast forward to this year. First overall pick, Cade Klubnik from Clemson.
First overall pick.
I felt like that was kind of interesting as well. I assume you're just thinking with that number 1 pick, you go quarterback and you pick the best quarterback that there is. I would tend to go. I think the glass kind of wall has been broken by it has to be a quarterback thing. Now, I think we're pretty well under the understanding, at least I don't know how, I guess I don't know how everybody else feels, but I think the best 2 players in college football this year are both wide receivers. Jeremiah Smith and the wide receiver from Alabama, who I'm
Ty
forgetting.
Simpson.
No. The wide receiver from Alabama, who I forget his name, Ryan Williams. And Jeremiah Smith. I think those are the best 2 players in the country. Jeremiah Smith was taken 2nd overall. Arch Manning 3rd. Jeremiah Love, running back Notre Dame, 4th. Garrett Nussmeier, quarterback LSU. Lenora Sellers, quarterback South Carolina. Jackson Arnold and Drew Aller around at the top 8. So that's 6 quarterbacks in the top 8 picks of this draft. Like I said, I think the chances are higher than they've ever been that a non-quarterback, it has a chance to.
We know who's doing the work, right?
I just think once you
smart enough.
The preseason Heisman stuff is always it's really interesting because these are the stars of the sport. If you capitalize off of being on a preseason Heisman list, your star will continue throughout the entire year. If you're not on this list and you you better pop like big time in the first like 3 weeks of the season. And then it's kind of decided from there. So was Dylan Raiola drafted for a second consecutive year in the Athletic Heisman draft as one of the top 32 potential Heisman Trophy winners? Yes, Josh, he was.
Yes,
Josh, he was. And he was drafted yet again by Bruce Feldman. Bruce Feldman, a lover of Dylan Raiola. Oh, did that make you disappointed?
No, I just find it interesting.
Yeah. He was the fourth to last pick of this year's draft. And but here's another fascinating thing. So you remember that list that came out several weeks ago from The Athletic that ranked all the quarterbacks? And how Dylan,
he was 40th?
He was like 40th. And people were like, what in the hell is going on here? But not only that he was 40th, they wondered, what is he doing sitting behind, guess who? Mark Gronowski from Iowa. Well, guess who he was drafted, Raiola was, 2 spots behind. Mark Gronowski from Iowa. We can't get rid of this guy.
Whoa. Dylan has the 26th best Heisman odds on FanDuel.
Okay. And he was the 28th person taken in this draft. So that's pretty comparable. What are Mark Gronowski's Heisman odds?
I don't see him. I'm scrolling.
Interesting. Now, honk, Scott Docterman took Gronowski in the 4th.
There he is. There, plus 15,000.
Oh, that's it.
Compared to Dylan's plus 6,500.
So he's got better odds by double. Interesting. So Raiola
47th best odds
has yet again been drafted in the Heisman draft, 2 for 2 in his collegiate career. But I wanted to compare it because you know who didn't get drafted last year? Actually, let me double check this. Ashton Genty was drafted last year.
First round? 4th round, I'm sorry.
Cam Scattaboo, not drafted last year.
Several other people named Cam were.
Many Cams. Shedeur Sanders, I believe, was drafted last year. Curtis Rourke, he was Rourking it last year, but not in the preseason. Nobody thought that Indiana was going to do what they were going to do.
No Rourke.
And he was, so the top 10 Heisman actual final proper last year was Travis Hunter, Ashton Genty, Dylan Gabriel, Cam Ward, Scattaboo, Bryson Daly from Army, Tyler Warren from Penn State, who you would have to be outside of your mind to draft that guy, right? Like, great player, excellent player, but not going to win the Heisman. He's a tight end. Shedeur Sanders, Rourking it, and Kyle McCord were the top 10 Heisman finishers last year. So it just goes to show you, it's not the end of the day. It's not the end of the world if you're not one of like the top 5 or 6 guys in college football to start the season. There is room for that to happen. And it goes to show you that if you're on a good team and you're the best player on a good team, you're probably going to get some recognition. I don't know if that's a lesson for our young turtleneck wearing Dylon, but
Dylon,
it's something to think about. And you're taking a flyer to a certain extent, right?
Yeah.
DJ Lagway, of course DJ Lagway is going to get drafted before Dylan Raiola.
Yeah.
That just makes a lot of sense to me. Of course, there's going to be a bunch of guys who haven't played much college football yet before, I can't believe Ryan Williams made it to the 3rd round, the end of the 3rd round in this thing, but whatever. The blurb in The Athletic about Raiola was this. Oh, by the way, actually, I got this wrong. Raiola was drafted before Gronowski, but since they snaked it, so I was reading it wrong. So Raiola did get picked before Gronowski, but only 2 picks. Raiola came in with a ton of hype as a true freshman and went through some expected growing pains, but I like the path he's on. The Huskers added some much-needed help at wideout in the portal after having almost no speed on offense last year, and Raiola's had a full season of work with coordinator Dana Holgorsen, who pared down the playbook. Holgorsen knows how to exploit defenses and put points on the board. A good reason to take the young fella. All right. We'll take a break. We'll be back. We have the poll questions. Can't wait to see the heads or tails response. And we'll tell you what to watch after this on 1620 The Zone.
You made me do this. This is on you, producer Josh.
The Connor Happer Show on 1620 The Zone.
JobSource USA, an employer's choice in staffing.
JobSource USA.
All right, so the polls at Happer Show on the J-Tech Construction Zone Twitter feed.
It's important.
We got a big one today. And a nice little, nice yield. Is Gary a red guard guy? What does that mean?
I think it's a Skyrim thing.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to vote no. It's 56% say no.
Okay.
Is drawing a special skill?
Ooh,
anybody could draw.
Yeah. Is it good? Is it bad?
Doesn't matter in this case.
Right. I'm going to go no.
86% say yes.
Wow.
This is a shocking result, actually. Are you a Jurassic Park purist, as Fred Hoyberg is? No. I probably, but I haven't seen him, so no.
I mean, you give me a good story about why the mutant dinosaur exists, I'm willing to go there with you, but generally, yeah, I'm a purist.
63% said no. Has everyone seen Jurassic Park? No.
No.
56% say yes.
Wow.
Surprising results.
There's a lot of places without the internet, y'all.
I want to do a couple more before we get to the big one.
Okay.
Was 1945 a bad time for music? Probably.
Yeah, I'm going to guess so.
76% said yes. And was 2014 the worst year for music? It appears so. Also, 75% say yes. And then finally, please, we encourage you to keep voting at Happer Show. Heads or tails?
I have the results in front of me. Connor, your vote is important.
I have to apply my vote. I'm going to go with heads. What do you got, Josh?
I had it as 50-50 before you voted.
I got 50.6% heads.
Yep, there you go.
Please keep voting. I'm trying to do something.
Just give that one. It's free. Just give it a retweet. Do us a favor. Help us out.
Those are the poll questions. What are we watching tonight?
We are watching baseball all over our television tonight. TBS game of the week, 6:00 start at Wrigley for the Reds and the Cubs. White Sox are in the Pacific Northwest to take on the Mariners at 8:30. MLB TV free game of the day. And a little nightcap at Chavez Ravine on MLB Network at 9:00. The Dodgers host the Cardinals. Little League World Series regionals going on all day on ESPN. Kearney eliminated Iowa earlier today, 5-0. I don't know. Illinois is beating Kentucky 5-0 right now.
Kids have such bad baseball fashion choices.
They don't know nothing. Little League Softball World Series on ESPN2 at 6:00 tonight. Connecticut versus Florida. WNBA, 2 games on tonight. NBA TV, 6:00. The New York Liberty hosts the Dallas Page Beckers.
Libs.
And Indiana is out west to take on the Sparks at 9:00 on CBS Sports Network. 2 football television shows dropping today. Netflix has SEC football any given Saturday. Follow college football's most elite players and coaches in this 7-part documentary series that goes behind the scenes of the 2024 SEC season.
Yikes.
And at 9:00 tonight on HBO, the season 20 premiere of Hard Knocks.
Josh Allen.
Training camp with the Josh Allens.
That's right. Just Josh Allen.
Follow the Buffalo Bills, including head coach Sean McDermott, general manager Brandon Beane, and quarterback Josh Allen during training camp.
I think they got the right headliners there.
That's oddly positioned. Aren't I following the whole team?
No.
I guess probably episode 2 is when we get into those rookies fighting for a spot or something.
Just about Josh Allen.
Just about Josh Allen, his marriage.
I hope we get a backstory on that one.
Yeah.
Please. All right. Thanks, Josh.
Thank you, Connor.
So we're watching tonight. That's the show. If you missed anything, don't worry. You can find it all on our website, 1620thezone.com, or wherever you get podcasts. The crossover is coming up next.